Okay, so seeing how much delay I'm in the show. Oh.
Alrighty, guys, welcome to the 20th episode of Coaster Time, hosted by me, Carrick from Coaster Hour. And if you haven't been on one of these live streams, basically how they work is we go through various different segments such as news, trivia, Q&A, and a lot more where you, the viewers, can participate. And with me today are my two guests who I've actually had on here before, but never at the same time. This week we're doing a Coaster Time On the Hunt collaboration. So with that being said, I am excited to have Hunter from Theme Park Hunting and Christian from Theme Park Horizons on with me today. And since it's been a while since both of you have been on here, if you could introduce yourselves and tell us where to find you, that would be fantastic.
Go ahead, Christian. I'll let you start.
All right. Hi, my name is Christian. I run a channel called Theme Park Horizons, and you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube most prominently at Theme Park Horizons, sometimes Theme PK Horizons. And I just post some nice prediction, future-y, like what's the future of the amusement industry hold type content. And yeah.
Nice. Okay, so wait, this is the 20th Coaster Time, you said? 20th?
Yes, 20th.
All right, let's do this on the hunt style. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome everyone to this episode of Coaster Time. We're here. On the Hunt is here. We're here with Carrick, legendary coaster YouTuber. We're here with Christian again. We love Christian. But anyways, guys, what's up? I'm Hunter from Theme Park Hunting. If you listen to the On the Hunt podcast, then yep, that's me. And then I'm Hunter from Theme Park Hunting. You can find me at Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, all at Theme Park Hunting. So there we go.
Yeah, that was an awesome intro. I love that. Yeah, that's great. But if you guys want to check out their channels, I have their links in the description, and then I also have the On the Hunt links as well in the description. So check that out whenever you can. With that being said, actually, I should have asked you this beforehand, Hunter. What do you like? I guess. Do you have something to announce or?
Oh yeah. All right. So we have a big announcement. So for anyone who follows my channel, Theme Park Hunting, you would know that I do different things. Like Story Behind is a big segment that I do where we go all out. We have this whole series, but I'm very happy to announce that I am introducing a new series to my channel. I figure what better time to do it than on Coaster Time. So basically it's a huge new series. Christian and I we've been working on it pretty hard for a while, and it is dropping soon. So if you have a thing, Carrick, I'm very happy to announce my new series, What If? So I know you're looking at this and you're like, what the heck? This is like Marvel style, and that's right, it is. So yes, Marvel is obviously introducing What If August 11th, but Theme Park Hunting is also releasing What If August 11th. And just like we are saying, what if iconic events in the amusement industry or throughout the history of roller coasters and amusement rides, we are going to be saying, what if it never happened? What if this didn't happen, what would it look like today? So our first episode of What If will be What If SeaWorld Never Bought Busch Gardens, and we are basically going to be debuting that on August 11th. The teaser will be up on my Instagram in a few minutes, so I'm very happy to announce it. It's going to be huge. It's going to be 10 episodes right now for season 1. It's going to be great, and yeah, it's just going to be a blast and some very, very interesting content that will be coming from it. So yeah.
Dang, I'm really excited for that. That sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Weekly episodes are dropping Wednesdays starting August 11th.
Dang, that is amazing. I didn't even make the connection when looking at it that it came out. Like, I guess you didn't. I didn't know it was coming out on the same day of the What If series for the Marvel thing. But that's awesome. I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be. I'm really excited and very curious to see how that series is gonna go. So that's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank
Yep.
you for announcing it on here. That's fantastic.
For sure. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
The teaser trailer is pretty cool.
Yeah, teaser will be on my Instagram in a few minutes. It'll be on my Instagram story, so check that out. Christian here worked really hard on it. I will give credit. Christian here made this teaser, and it is
I'm
pretty
kind of
sick.
proud of it.
So yeah.
Your thumbnails are really good, so I can't wait to see this teaser then.
Oh,
So,
it ain't just a picture, buddy.
yeah, I imagine. I imagine, but yeah, I'm excited to see it. With that being said, I guess we should have. I should have asked, is the audio all good? It sounds like it probably is. So, with that being said, if we're good to go into the news, if that's good with you two, we'll go straight into that.
Sweet.
Alrighty, so we're gonna go into the news. There was a decent amount of news, but nothing that like super noteworthy. So this will probably be relatively quick compared to some of the other weeks we've done. And so our first bit of news is that we had several ride openings within the past few weeks. Jungle Cruise at Disneyland, California has reopened with the new scenes and the updates it has opened. Should be interesting to see how that is. And along with that, Namazu, the Intamin multi-launch coaster at Volcania in France, also opened. It's a themed multi-launch coaster. It's pretty short, but it looks pretty solid. And then Abyssus at Energylandia, the Vekoma Shockwave, looks absolutely amazing. That is just opened. And Ride to Happiness at Plopsaland, it soft opened about 20-ish days ago, but it only officially opened 2 days ago, and that ride looks like one of the best to open this year. So pretty exciting stuff there. Any thoughts on any of these new attractions?
I mean,
Ride to Happiness looks crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go through it real quick. Jungle Cruise at Disneyland. It was a renovation that when I first found out about it, I wasn't for it. But the more I'm seeing the renovations take place, especially here at Disney World, I'm really getting into this. But still, rest in peace, Trader Sam. Namazu looks sick. I think Namazu Volcania. This ride looks sick. I saw a POV of it a while ago. It looks like a great Intamin. Abyssus, I never completely understood a lot of the hype around this ride, and what I'm hearing from people who've ridden it, they said it's great, but it definitely isn't.
It could be better.
Yeah, like one of a kind ride that everyone said it was going to be, but it still looks sick. And then Ride to Happiness. I've always said this thing looks like top 25, possibly top 10 in the world, and I still stand by it. The POV just looks insane. Like this ride just looks like nonstop. They just took Time Traveler and said, "Nope, we're gonna blow this thing up."
Yeah.
It is sick. It is easily in my top bucket list coasters, without a doubt.
Yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. I agree with you with Ride to Happiness. The funny thing is, a POV just released for the Vekoma Shockwave, not this one, but the one in China, that's shorter, but it has an extra inversion. And in my opinion, that one actually looks better than this one. So that's kind of interesting there. But pretty interesting rides there, all of them. Should be great for anyone who's going to ride them anytime soon. And it's exciting to hear that. Our next bit of news, actually this is more ride openings. These are a little less major, but we did have 3 other ride openings that were somewhat significant. Adirondack Outlaw at Great Escape, the large-scale flat ride has opened. And then also we had a Vekoma Hyper Space Warp. This is the same model as Formula, but just with a lift hill, basically. The third one of these opened at a park in China called Oriental Heritage Taiwan. I probably totally butchered that. And then we have Fridolin's verrückter Zauberexpress, which I probably also completely butchered, which opened at Phantasiana in Austria. This is a family launch coaster by Art Engineering that, depending on how you count it, this ride could be considered to have, you could say that it has 4 to 5 launches, which is pretty bizarre. It's a pretty weird family coaster. especially for this manufacturer. But it's got some solid looking theming, and it's at the same park that has Wild Train, so that's something. Any thoughts on any of these rides?
I'm just surprised Adirondack Outlaw's actually opening.
I was gonna say
That's
the
the main
exact
thing.
same thing. That's literally what I was about to say.
Like that's. I thought Iron Gwazi was gonna open before that, man.
You know it's sad when Great Escape can open a monster flat ride before Busch can open one coaster. Just saying. But Adirondack Outlaw looks sick for Great Escape. That thing looks fun. The Vekoma Space Warps, these things look amazing. So anytime there's a new one, always glad to see it. We just need them a bit closer to the US. But the new ride at Fantasiana, I saw it from Austin when he posted it, and it looks pretty sick. And I mean, Wild Train already looks legendary enough, so this ride looks pretty good too. All solid coasters.
Yeah, they look pretty solid. The launch coaster was one that came out of the blue, and when I saw it, I'm like, wow, that's a weird ride. But all of these rides look great. And so we'll move on to the reopenings. We have Epcot's monorail. It has reopened for the first time since I believe March of 2020. I believe that's correct. That just reopened a little bit less than a week ago, I believe. And then the other reopening we have is Gatekeeper, which is reopened following a chain snap issue, which happened a few weeks ago. So those are your reopenings there. And then we have one ride closing, which is Buzzsaw at Dreamworld. This is a Mauer Skyloop. It's only been operating for 10 years. It will be closing for good on August 31st. And actually, as of today, the ride has been put up for sale. And if I did my calculations correctly, the price was put in euros. It should be selling for around $576,000. So we'll see if this thing actually gets sold.
Mr. Beast, please
Yep.
buy it.
Buy
Imagine if Mr. Beast bought this. Just saying. Imagine. Like,
I built the roller coaster in my
Buzzsaw.
backyard and forced my friends to ride it.
And it's Buzzsaw. That'd be sick. I was actually sad when I heard this thing was closing. I don't know. I feel like Dreamworld's losing a lot of classics. Like, Steel Taipan looks great, but, like, I don't know. Like, this and Tower of Terror 2, they're both pretty rare rides, so it's sad that they have to keep taking them away.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like, this one I especially was surprised about. But I figured as soon as it was closing, I'm like, this thing's gonna get sold. It's like too good. It's not gonna go to waste. Some park's gonna pick it up, or somebody, or maybe Mr. Beast will pick it up.
There we go.
Someone will pick it up. It's in like very good condition, so it is up for sale now, but it is closing at Dreamworld, which is unfortunate. We have some park or park related openings as well. Camp Cedar has opened. This is a outdoor luxury resort and RV resort that has opened. It's owned by Kings Island and Cedar Fair, it's just like, I guess, like a place you can stay if you have an RV. It's nice. It has some like water features. Nothing too major, but that did open. And then we had Tetis Blue theme park. I probably totally butchered that. This is the largest theme park, at least I believe it is, in Kazakhstan, which is a country below Russia and to the left of Mongolia. It's actually pretty large area-wise. And they got this new park that just opened. It actually looks pretty solid. They have a mock power splash, a mock spinning coaster, a Vekoma junior coaster, and a wacky worm for the coaster collection, and they have a water park and some theming here and there, so it looks pretty solid. Good for a country that doesn't have as much as maybe some other ones, so that's good to hear. And then the other opening we had is the one I mentioned earlier, Oriental Heritage Taiwan, which opened in China. So that is the one with the Vekoma Hyperspace Warp. So those are the park openings. And then we had some concept art news. We have some new concept art for another upcoming park in China. This is Sunak Cultural Tourism City in Jiangxing, China. they were confirmed to be getting a Golden Horse family coaster and a Mauer spinner, but according to the most recent concept art, it also appears that they will be getting a mock Power Splash, a Vekoma suspended family coaster, and if you look way to the left, there is something that appears to be a Mega or Hyper coaster. Unknown who the manufacturer would be, but if this ends up coming true, it looks like we'll have some sort of new Hyper coaster coming to China, and it might be something unique, so something to keep an eye on for sure.
Looks like a mock.
Yeah, I think that's like the headlining like rumor is that it's going to be a mock. That would be awesome if it is. I hope it is. I want to see more of those. And if the park has this lighting package, it'll also look really nice. And then, unfortunately, I couldn't put the pictures up here. I tried to get permission from the guy who took it. I wasn't able to get it in time, but I have a link to the pictures in the description. New teaser art was found for Fuji-Q Highlands 2022 project. It was put up on the construction walls. They actually took it down a few days afterwards, which was interesting. But basically, it appeared to show that the coaster will have a jet ski theme, which basically ties into the leak of the Intamin motorbike coaster that came out several months ago that was located at Fuji-Q Highland. You could see in the animation Fujiyamo's in the background. The area where the coaster is supposed to be is actually different, but I guess the idea stayed the same, so it's pretty likely they're probably going to get this rumored Intamin motorbike. Some people have said they might be getting a Mauer Spike coaster. I really hope not. That would be a disaster, especially for how much they're paying for this thing. But
there's no way a Spike coaster is going to be $30 million.
Unless it's a Giga Spike.
Yeah.
A Giga Spike coaster. Somebody build that in No Limits or something, please. I need to see that now. I need to see a Giga Mauer Spike.
That would be something.
That would be terrifying. Imagine hanging on. Like, there's, like, no restraint on those things. So you'd be, like, hanging on to these little motorbike handles 300 feet in the air. That'd be fun.
I also think those things are, from what I've heard they're really unreliable. So, there's actually one that's supposedly getting rebuilt somewhere. I didn't put that in here, but it only opened a few years ago, so I really hope that's not what they're getting. I'm even surprised it's like an Intamin motorbike coaster, but we'll have to see what that looks like, I guess. Or maybe it'll be something else and they're fooling us, but I kind of doubt it.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then Walligator sued Ost. Probably totally butchered that. This is a park in France. Has begun teasing a 2022 attraction. So there's something related to it being a new adventure. Not too much else is known, but maybe just keep an eye on it. Nothing too major there. And then for new coaster model announcements, we have that Extreme Engineering has announced the Cloud Coaster Storm. They've actually done these like weird single rail, like suspended coaster looking like things. But they've always been one-seat coasters, and now they've introduced a double-seat one. And they've also said that these rides can be used for as a dark ride, as well as a coaster, which might be interesting. I don't know if anyone will use it that way.
I would.
Will. Might just use it that way.
Yeah, but something to keep an eye on, I suppose. And then Intamin has revealed the Surfrider 2.0, which is basically an upgraded version of the existing Surfrider, along with the Ultra Surf, which basically, to describe it, is like a mock Power Splash layout, but with a spinning like a Surfrider. Basically, is like the best way I can explain it. No splashdown with this though, but it can have some water effects. So that was interesting. And then RMC has finally publicly announced the 208 Retrack, which is a basically modified version of their steel iBox track, from my understanding, that can be placed onto existing wooden coasters in certain sections. This has been used on Lightning Rod and Tremors already, but it only publicly got announced recently. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Any thoughts on any of these new models or anything?
I don't see a park getting one of those new Intamin models anytime soon. Like, I just don't see why.
Well, I mean, you got to look at this though. Remember, here's the thing with Intamin that's pretty weird is they have a lot of models. Like, remember when they announced the same day they announced the Hot Racer, they announced like what 4 new models with it. It was like the Giga Splash. Remember the Giga Splash was one, and they announced a Mach Power Splash, and then they announced. Remember, it was like that weird sky
vertical LSM coaster is what they call
the vertical LSM. So it's like we're already seeing a Hot Racer get built, and I think there's some. I heard there was another one bought, but we have no idea about it. And then, but it has all these models, so it's like the Surf Rider 2.0 at least, or the Ultra Surf. I feel like one of these will get bought soon, but the other one will kind of be forgotten, like the other ones. Which is one thing. It's like I love Intamin, and every new model they release is super cool, but they have so much variety that it's like, okay, which ones are really gonna happen? Because when you have like 50 coasters, not all 50 are gonna get built, you know. So it's interesting, but I love this Ultra Splash though with the splashdown. That is sick. I really hope one of those opens soon.
Yeah, one of these would be cool because it's like, assuming the airtime, like you get legit airtime on this, like with the spinning, that would be pretty cool. So I want to see one of those for sure. Moving on, we have that Six Flags will not be doing a chain-wide announcement video this year. Those might actually be coming to an end, to be completely honest. But they're not doing one this year. It was confirmed because Jeffrey Seibert, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But president of Six Flags Fiesta Texas confirmed this on Facebook, I believe. So that's going to be that.
That is sad. That is sad. Everybody put a rip in the chat, please.
I want Jim Reed Anderson.
I know, like, come on. Honestly, I am very disappointed because I even thought about it the other day. I'm like, I'm seeing people make Six Flags 2022 prediction videos. I'm like, what do you mean? Why are people already making those? And then I realized, oh, wait, that's in like 2 weeks. And I even thought about making one, but I'm like, I don't. Are they even going to do that this year? And then I went on your doc last night and I saw it. I'm like, oh, well, okay, no, dang it. That sucks. I'm very disappointed. I really, really, really like these. Even if it wasn't Jim Reed Anderson, it still was nice.
Yeah,
to, like,
it definitely built up hype and like got you excited for like.
Oh yeah, like when you heard the narrator say like, "That's right, Jim," like your heart started racing because you're like, ready. We're about to hear 13 bangers get announced. You know, like. But I'm very disappointed that this isn't happening.
I agree. I mean, they were really cheesy, but like the announcement videos, but like that was kind of the charm of them. And at worst, at least they were super convenient to get everything. Where if they decide not to do this in the future and like just go by park announcements, that is like kind of how Cedar Fair does it. That's just a little more annoying in my opinion. I mean, so I will miss these.
They're doing that this year kind of for Fiesta Texas in 4 days, I think.
Correct. So, yep, the 28th.
We'll see.
What was the other thing I was just thinking of? Well, here's the thing. If we still want cheesy announcements videos, you can still follow FunSpot.
Yes, red, white, blue.
Red, white, and blue. We know we may not have Jim Reed Anderson, but we have Sean Airy Jr. All right, so
he is actually a worthy replacement. I'm saying right now.
He is a good replacement. I will take it.
That was hilarious. That the FunSpot announcement.
The first color of the coaster is red.
Red. It was so good. It was so good. Airy Force 1. Oh yeah, you already know.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, I called it.
All right, Airy Force 1 will be the name.
I'm telling you. You heard it first on the Hunt podcast, you know.
Yep, and now you hear it again on the Coaster Time live stream. Airy Force 1.
Yeah, we'll have to. That whole RMC project is really interesting, though. I can't wait to hear more about it. Speaking of RMC projects, we actually have, and I have to credit Theme Park ERT. They took this picture and they actually did a recent update, 2 updates with the track. So make sure to check them out. I have a link in the description for them. But yellow RMC Raptor track has been spotted at Six Flags Magic Mountain pretty much absolutely confirming they're getting a raptor. I mean, it was pretty confirmed already, and this just absolutely solidifies it. The track color is yellow, which I'm a little disappointed with, just because for Magic Mountain, I feel like a purple coaster would have been so nice. Especially because it's going to be near Riddler's Revenge and the yellow track. I don't know how much I like that, but at least we are getting a raptor here at Magic Mountain, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, we'll have to see what the name is, if it's Wonder Woman or Flash or something else.
Yeah. The one thing with the raptor I kind of laugh at, I'm like, it's sad to know that Magic Mountain's most likely, I don't know if it's like what clone is that. I heard Jersey Devil clone is probably what it's going to be, but like,
Yeah.
it's sad to know that this won't even be like, oh, it might not even be top 3 in the park for some people. Like, when you think about, like, wow, that's sad that Magic Mountain, no matter what they add, they still have Twisted Colossus in. I mean, it's cool. One thing I will say, it's cool to see that Fiesta Texas won't be the only park with 2 RMCs anymore. I will say that. So that's pretty cool. But I guess that's going to be the battle now. I can't wait to see the videos. What's the better duo? Wonder Woman and Irad, or Twisted Colossus and Jersey Devil clone? So that'll be interesting.
The one thing I will say to defend this clone is that, remember, and this may relate to how it's running. It's going to Magic Mountain, and it gets really hot here, especially probably compared to New Jersey. Mm-hmm. So I would imagine, like, in terms of how it runs, it should at least run a little better than Jersey Devil Coaster.
I think so for sure too, yeah. And
so that might help.
I think, yeah, the one thing is, I even thought about it, is what if they had smaller trains on it? Because it's like, you look at Stunt Pilot. Stunt Pilot isn't as fast as Wonder Woman, even though they're very similar, and that's because it has like 10 cart trains or something like that, 10 row trains. So I don't know, maybe if there was like a 10 or an 8 row train on Jersey Devil, or like a ride like this, maybe the airtime wouldn't be as strong, but it's like at least it would haul through the layout. So it's a thought.
Stunt Pilot, they messed with like the banking on certain elements, like the first turn that like Railblazer has on Stunt Pilot, it doesn't even really dip into it. It just is kind of like and there's like certain, like the inversion, the dive loop is weird, yeah. So that's also pretty interesting, but yeah, that we'll have to see how this coaster runs. That'll be interesting for sure. Mm-hmm. And speaking of track, track for, I'm gonna call this Phoenix because that's what it translates to, at Far Up Summerland in Denmark, has arrived on site. This thing looks absolutely incredible. Like when they announced it, this looks like it might be, at least in my opinion, the best Vekoma coaster yet, which I mean, I guess people look at Lek Coaster as the best one, and maybe a few others, but this thing looks insane, so I'm excited for it.
I agree that this will be the best one. And this thing, I watched a POV of it yesterday again, because I wanted to see it, and yeah, this thing just looks like a beast. Like, oh my gosh, this thing's gonna be sick. Easily the best coaster in Denmark. Like, I know there's a Megalite, but I'm sorry, this thing will probably easily be the best in Denmark.
Yeah, I mean, and this park specifically, so people have been clamoring for a new coaster for so long, who live around there, so it's great to see they're actually getting something like really good. So
yeah,
I'm excited for them. And then we're gonna move into I guess some of the accidents or incidents that have happened. Decent bit actually. So we start off with at Knott's Berry Farm outside the park. This was pretty scary when it took place. A drive-by shooting took place on July 9th, right outside of the park, as I mentioned. There was, I believe, 2 people wounded, but I think they ended up being fine. But obviously, like I said, very scary, like just thing that happened. And like the footage was crazy, so I couldn't even imagine being there, just because that looked just terrifying. And speaking of Knott's Berry Farm, we had another thing happen on July 17th. A man climbed Supreme Scream, which I'm just, I'm just
Legend.
like, how?
Legend. I saw this. I'm like, I just gave him a round of applause when I saw this. I'm like, you know, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how on earth you did it, but the fact you got up there, props.
Yeah, how? I don't.
I saw some footage. There was a ladder he used for a good portion of it that they I think used for maintenance, but I don't know that you could get up there like the whole way, so he had to do some crazy stuff probably. So
The parkour god.
Easily. What a
My-
legend.
my idea was maybe he was like either like a mountain or rock wall climber and he decided to do this. I don't know
Oh, yeah, he has to have
yeah.
some kind of background. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean that was pretty insane. Don't recommend doing that obviously, but that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, don't do this, please.
Yeah, it's kind of like illegal.
Yeah. Next we have probably the most significant thing in terms of like things that have affected parks. There have been floods occurring in Germany, the Netherlands, and Belgium due to heavy rainfall. It's also, this is another thing that's very tragic. It's actually destroyed a lot of homes. Some people have actually quite a few people have died from this, close to 200 I believe at this point, which is just insane and unfortunate. And in terms of parks, 3 parks have been pretty affected. Plopsacu, which I believe is in Belgium, that just reopened today after sustaining some level of damage. Wallaby, Belgium will not be allowed to reopen until at least August 15th, and that could get pushed back even further. That I think has to do more with like government. Actually, although if Plopsacu's in Belgium, then I think it might be a mix of things why they would have to open then. And then a smaller park called De Valkenier, probably totally butchered that, in the Netherlands. This was a park with 3 coasters. They were all family coasters. But they also had a lot of classic attractions, and they had been operating since 1932. That park, it appears, will be closing permanently due to the damage sustained by the floods, which is crazy. So it's
that sucks.
shocking.
I saw pictures of Wallaby, Belgium, with the flood. Like the whole mock power splash, that's underwater.
It's underwater, yeah.
And then the entire plaza for Conda is a lake now. So that's horrible.
Was there a storm or something that hit Belgium? Because like it just came so randomly.
They're just like heavy rainfall. They got more rainfall over like a few nights. That like they got about as much rainfall in a few nights as they're supposed to get within like a few months. Which
Dang.
that's at least how I heard it was. So it's crazy. I've been following it outside of parks, so I know a little bit about it. But yeah, pretty insane. In other news, Behemoth at Canada's Wonderland has valleyed. It was noted it valleyed after a trimmed hill, which
Mako. It's gonna happen to Mako next.
This just says take off the trims, man. Like come on.
But I'm just looking at this picture. I love how there's 3 back-to-back trims. Like Behemoth just said, "Nah, we really gonna make him mad." Like,
It's still good though. It's still honestly the best or second best hyper I've been on. So
I mean, I hear from a lot of people it's insane, but man, that's funny because of trims. You can imagine if it was like the workers' fault. Like he saw a lot of enthusiasts getting on this. He was like, "Watch, I'm gonna make them mad." He just says, "We're gonna trim the hill," and then it valleys. Like imagine when he fans probably. Oh, that would have been funny if that was the real story. But yeah, props to Behemoth. Props to Behemoth.
I actually believe this either happened at the beginning of a day or even maybe in testing though, which I'm not sure. It wasn't too specific, but it happened earlier. So I don't know if anyone was on the train. It was just noted it happened after a trimmed hill, which was funny. And then the last bit of news, you guys have probably heard about this. It's been literally everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't get a picture of it because I just couldn't. But a teenage girl was hit in the face by a seagull while riding Spring Shot, which is a slingshot at Maurice Piers. The girl is fine, thankfully. I don't know about the seagull. I hope it's all
That
right.
seagull probably not.
She
fine.
kind of just yeeted him off her face.
Yeah, she
but
really did.
I'd
She
assume
threw
not.
That thing off. Yeah, that seagull. That seagull was like,
Rip.
Rest
yeah.
in peace.
Everybody again, drop another rip in the chat for the seagull.
Sammy the seagull. I'm telling
Yes,
you.
the seagull.
But that happened. Pretty crazy experience. I think I saw an interview. The girls who were on the slingshot said they wouldn't ride it again, which understandable after that happens. Like basically like a Fabio 2.0 incident. So
Red
yeah,
Force style. Oh yeah.
yep. Pretty crazy stuff. And I think that's gonna wrap up the news. Yeah, that
Your
was.
State Coaster said he died as a hero. That is true. The seagull was just trying to get the cred, man. That's all he wanted.
You wanted the cred.
This is why there's a height requirement, okay?
Now that was like just insane. Like I was just like, wow, what a story. I guess with that being said, we'll move on to our first Q&A session, which will be but while you guys are asking your questions, I have the link pinned for the quiz, so you guys can get on that, and I also have the code up here, so make sure to get into that. But ask your questions now if you can or if you want to, and if we don't get to them, we'll get to it in another segment. So in another Q&A segment. So that's how that's gonna work. But yeah, rip the seagull. Rest in peace.
Man.
Why is the coaster news so cursed this week?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Not this week, the whole year, honestly.
Yeah, true.
Actually, yeah. This, I mean, some of it, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh, speaking of coaster news, this didn't make it, but there's some work being done by Skyrush, with the like, I think the wheel thing that like is used for the cable. There were some crates seen a few days ago, so if anyone's going there anytime soon, you might have some hope. So hopefully that
Good.
thing's able to open soon. Let's see. What do we think about all of the incidents at Six Flags Great Adventure?
L.
Yeah, L. That's a
Just-
good. I mean, okay, wait. What all has happened? We know Jersey
So,
Devil.
It's Joker, Jersey Devil,
and
Nitro,
then Toro
Toro.
derailed. We know Toro derailed.
I'll go through it from what I understand. So El Toro derailed, which likely I'm just gonna say probably maintenance related. Jersey Devil had to be inspected, but that I think also Stunt Pilot had to do. So that was just kind of unlucky, I guess. Joker had a reported injury on it, which was, but it was deemed the ride operated fine, so they opened it the next day. And Nitro had an issue with the lap bar on one of the seats that forced it to close for I think a few days. I believe there might be more. Oh, and then Jersey Devil had a small collision in the
There you go.
station.
There you go.
Which
Oh,
is
it
probably
bumped-
right. Which is probably write-op error. So
Yeah,
It bumped in the station.
yeah.
man.
Some of those I would probably say just there might have been budget cuts related to maintenance for something like Toro. I mean, like that's like my speculation on that. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's
I'm hearing Toro's going to be closed all season now.
Oh, I would not be surprised because I mean I heard that thing was like scraping the track from the start to the finish. So
It's-
like,
it's hard to we don't entirely know, I think, like that much about it, but it doesn't sound good regardless. I'd be shocked if it did open this season, however bad the damage is.
I agree. Yeah.
But yeah. Christian, what was your favorite new coaster on your trip?
Favorite new coaster? I mean, I got on... My favorite coaster was Steel Vengeance, but I had already ridden that. So my favorite new one, I'd probably say Fury.
Oh, I
Because
forgot
Nice.
you went to Carowinds.
that-
I was like Orion. Then you're like, oh, yeah.
if we're talking about the 8th Saget sit, then probably like Yeah, Orion actually. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was Orion. Both of them are really cool. Honestly, after coming off Fury, I was doing some heavy comparisons to Orion. So,
That's good.
but then in the end, like, they are very similar, but Fury just slightly, takes the cake.
Yeah,
Dang,
I'll
so
figure that out soon. 2 weeks, Carowinds, and I'm so hyped. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
3 gigas in a month for you, is that correct, Christian?
Oh yeah, I did Millie.
I didn't even think about that.
I
Yeah.
know. I did Millie, and then Orion, and then Fury.
Did you have the same week?
No.
No, yeah,
Well,
you spaced
it's like a week and a half between all three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough. Close enough.
Still, I
crazy.
basically wrote 2 B&M gigas between 2 days.
Oh, you wrote the 3 gig. Are there any other gigas? I mean,
The I-305.
Okay. Yep.
And then I've already been on Leviathan, so I just need I-305 and was set for North America.
Yeah, and then you have to go to do Steel Dragon. And if you consider Red Force a giga, you would have to go to Spain for that, but that's debatable.
Gotta love it.
Oh, reoccurring question. Have either of you ever been stung by a bee on a coaster? I don't know if this would have changed since the last time.
I got a lot of bugs hitting my face on Millie, so
Same.
Yep.
That's really the only new thing. I did get a really like noticeable bug slam on my face front row dragster, but like
Yeah,
bees,
that was, yes.
bees, I don't know. So
A bee. I had a bee land on me when I was walking around Magic Kingdom the other day. That was fun. I was walking around, I look at my chest and it's crawling. I'm like, oh, get off. But the weirdest one was I got hit by a bug on the top of the Orlando Starflyer. I'm like, how did it get this high? Like, oh my goodness. You're at least 380 feet up by
it
then.
has wings.
380
According
feet,
to
though?
all known laws. of
Yes,
age.
Christian. Oh my goodness. Go back to 2016.
I had to.
Dang. Yeah, dragster in the front. I did it front row at night for my 3rd ride on it. That was probably not the smartest idea. So
I want to see someone do like white shirt and white shorts, ride drag, or white pants, ride dragster in the front at night. I need to see that. What they
Oh my
look like when they
God.
come off.
yeah, oh my god. That I felt so bad because I killed so many bugs.
There was a murder.
Yeah, pretty much. It scrolled down on me, the question thing, so I need to go back. Let's see. Did the cable lift on Skyrush actually snap? No, it did not. At least according to several people who work there, that was not the issue. It was something else. We don't know exactly what it is, but the cable did not snap, as far as I understand. Let's see. Tomorrow you're going to Europa Park. Which attraction are we most hyped for there?
Blue Fire,
Ooh.
easily. After Copperhead, that actually kind of solidified Mac as an actual manufacturer for me who doesn't make Slinky Dog Dash, and that's it. Yep.
No, not Blue Fire. I don't know. Woden looks good for a GCI, but Silver Star honestly
Oh
looks
yeah,
really
I kind of forgot
good.
that existed
The more I
too.
look at Silver Star, the more I'm like, wow, this thing actually looks like a good coaster. So probably Silver Star.
Yeah, I did kind of forget that was a thing.
That one's actually pretty difficult for me, but I think for the sake, I think I'm gonna go with Woden. I think that's gonna be my pick. Unless I'm missing some, like, I might be missing a dark ride. That's probably great, but
Yeah, I just don't know any of the dark rides
I don't know their
there.
names.
Yeah.
It might be one of them, but
I know
just
they
don't
have
know their names.
Voletarium, which looks good. Puritan and Batavia looks good.
There we go. That's number 1 for me.
And Arthur looks sick too. So yeah,
Yeah.
They got a lot of good rides there.
they do.
Maybe not top tier coasters, but nice overall ride collection. It looks like. Are we planning any coaster trips?
Do you have
I
any
am
Christian,
not.
now?
Not right now.
Or
I
wait,
mean-
I mean,
We got something going on. Maybe not too far from home.
okay, yeah, we're thinking the same
But,
thing. Okay.
you might see maybe later this year, some people come to Florida for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
gonna be fun.
That'll be cool. And then
Yes.
in 2 weeks, I am going on a mini East Coast trip. So Carowinds, King's Dominion, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and Six Flags America for my first time, which will be sick. And then I'm gonna go to Six Flags Great America later this year. Looking like I might stop at Bay Beach as well.
Oh, that's
And-
gonna be
What
fun.
about Castles and Coasters?
Castles and
man?
Coasters is actually looking like it'll become a reality, which will be
Oh my
sick.
god.
And then probably go to Over Georgia when Mindbender opens or whenever that happens.
If
And then other than that, that's probably for 2022. And then really early 2022, I'm probably gonna do LA, Disneyland, and Magic Mountain, and maybe Knott's, maybe. So I'll be fun.
I did just remember. So like because I'm like in South Florida, this is just me, but like VGT kind of feels like an out of state park for me. So like I'm going there over the next couple days for the first time since March, just for a few hours, and
Yeah.
that'll be fun, you know.
Good luck not passing out.
Yeah, that don't even.
Intensity and the heat. Oh, you're.
that park literally got me tired after only 2 hours there.
Dude, that part gets me tired in an hour. If I ride Kumba first, I'm done for the day. Like, I can't last. Kumba drains you.
Every coaster there drains you.
Yeah,
even Cobra's
unless
Curse.
Cheetah Hunt's the only one. Because it's like Scorpion and Sand Serpent even, because they're so brutal that they drain you. Oh my gosh. BGT. Great coasters, but those... It's not a good collection because every ride there pulls like 5 Gs. So...
Good luck at Magic Mountain then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. I'll save X2
I'm used
last.
to that.
You're gonna
Fortunately,
need a week there, knowing you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I am.
that man, the ride Tatsu and X2.
I didn't even think. Oh, Tatsu's gonna kill me. Oh god.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's only like one element, but it's a powerful.
Oh,
Exactly.
that thing is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I am probably doing not Scary Farm later this year, so that's like pretty confirmed. And then next year I have like I get off like of my last week of college. It ends on May 20th. I'll probably do something the week after, or sometime around then. I don't know if it would be like Florida or Texas or Georgia. It's all up in the I don't even know if anything's gonna happen, but I think something probably will. That would be my first pick, but I don't know what's gonna happen. It depends on a lot of things. But yeah, let's see. What do we think Kennywood's gonna remove next? I haven't been there, so I really couldn't give you an answer. Oh, Exterminate.
Curtain.
Actually, I have heard rumors about Exterminator, so
Oh, that'd be sad, honestly.
yeah, I know, but it I think I mean it's in servers, so how accurate is it? But
Yeah.
servers and I think forums. I think I've heard about it, so supposedly that ride might be on its way out. So that would be my guess, which would be sad.
I feel like it's gonna be one of those like the turtle flat. One of those is probably next, unfortunately.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, that park, it's just kind of sad.
It is.
Let's see. What do we think of the coasters at Little America? I'm trying to remember what's there. They have a wild. They have like an Alan Herschel.
They have a Alan Herschel Little Dipper. They have an Alan Herschel Wild Mouse.
Yeah.
Where's Itai? Is Itai still here? If Itai's still in the chat,
And they got
I
a
know he's been
toboggan.
here.
They got
They
a
have,
toboggan,
the
which looks
Chance Rides
brutal.
toboggan, and they have like a little wooden, like smaller Woodstock kind of thing. So, smaller Woodstock Express clone. But
I
I'm
know
curious
nothing
for the
about
Wild Mouse. That might be okay. The rest I'm not
Itai
too
told me
excited
it was
for.
the best ride there, the Wild Mouse, because I hear the restraint is a literal pool noodle. So like, that thing is insane. So that sounds fun. And the toboggan is just, yeah, the toboggan. It has a vertical lift. Like,
That's
what the heck?
I've heard it's one of the most brutal coasters out there. So
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm trying to go. I go to Wisconsin a lot, so I'm trying to find a way to get out here. So it's like when I will go soon, and when I do, it'll be a interesting experience.
Dang.
So,
Well, what's the next one? But yeah, Little America is just kind of weird. Let's see. Someone suggested, can you for your new series, can you do what if Six Flags Astro World never closed?
That was an idea.
That was an idea, yeah. We might honestly, so I'll just say it now. So we have 9 episodes planned right now, and then obviously some of them we might switch around, so like a lot of them are for sure. I'm planning on collabing with some people too. Christian will be in an episode as well. But yeah, the last episode of the series, so there's going to be 10 episodes in season 1. The last episode, I'm going to have the viewers suggest episodes between like episode 3 to 7, and then work on it from there. So yeah, if you have any ideas for what if, when the first episode comes out, drop your comments in there, and I will definitely look into them.
Get a shout out. You'll be famous.
Yeah, it'll be sweet. Yeah, we'll make you famous. There we go.
Totally.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Which park needs a new orange Premier coaster?
Let me think. Let me think about that.
Peppa Pig.
Oh my-
Low-key, Peppa Pig World of Legoland would be a good candidate. Fun Spot would be a good candidate too, but that wouldn't happen. What park needs it the most? Let me think. I can think of a real good answer. You know what?
Over Georgia.
Holiday World.
Oh yes.
Holiday World needs this. This
That's
would be a great
stacked.
coaster at Holiday World.
Like
Imagine.
an icebreaker style
Yes.
ride.
Oh, that'd be sick. Holiday World needs this. They could even theme it. They could put it anywhere. Theme it to like an orange Premier coaster. Theme it and put it in Halloween. Theme it to like a pumpkin, something like the jack-o'-lantern. Boom, orange track, black supports. Poof, perfect. Holiday World, do it.
There you go.
I don't know how big the Pilgrim's Plunge plot of land is, but
Oh, it's
yes,
big.
it could fit
It's
there.
big.
Oh, that thing's huge. Yeah, it could
That-
fit there.
I used when there was the Gerstlauer rumor, or like well, it's not even rumor. They are building a new coaster next year for somebody. I assumed maybe it would be at Holiday World and they'd put it there, but I don't know. Let's see. Most favorite non B&M hyper coaster, like so a hyper that's not a B&M or just like I think he means like hyper that's not a B&M. So
I know. I don't want to say Steel Vengeance because
Yeah,
that's
I'd
the
say Steve, but besides that,
Magnum.
okay.
Magnum.
Iron Rattler and Lightning Rod's not over 200.
Iron
right?
Rattler's not. Well, I mean, because yeah, they technically are, but they're not really. So
Alright, then I'd say. I don't know. I don't.
Magnum.
Oh yeah, Magnum, duh.
For me, I mean, Steel Vengeance would be mine as well.
Yeah.
X2 technically has a drop over 200 feet, but that's not a hyper. So Skyrush would probably fill in there, so which I know is going to be polarizing as heck, but yeah. Have you ever gotten sick on a coaster? Recurring question. This will probably be the last one before we go into the quiz, unless you guys
Yes.
have any other ones you want me to
You have
you want
this
to answer.
Yeah, the Boomerang at Fiesta Texas kind of
Oh.
screwed me up.
Oof.
So I know this is weird. I've never gotten sick on a coaster, but this is bizarre. I just don't. Like, I one time felt super sick before going on a coaster. What's funny is both of them were B&M sit-downs. I felt super sick going on Hulk one time, super sick going on Kumba, and when I came off, I felt 100%.
Oh yeah, like
So-
when I was younger, like when I first rode Montu, that screwed me up too.
Coasters heal me. I don't know why, but they do. So,
Dang.
I was about to say, if you feel sick, ride a coaster. No, don't do that. You're not. I guess I'm just built different. You know.
Dang.
Bruh.
That's one of the weirder responses we've gotten. One of the other ones was when Mike from Canopy Coaster came on here. He said coasters don't make him sick, but pirate ships, like the swinging pirate ships, for
Yeah.
whatever reason, and you know how he rides all those crazy flat rides?
Yeah.
Pirate ships, for whatever reason, do it to him.
That's funny.
That is so weird, but it's pretty
Certain
funny.
flat rides can also screw me up, so
Oh, yeah.
I don't ride most of them.
That's fair. If you guys look through the chat, is there any other questions you want me to answer? If not, then
Oh
I'll
my
move
goodness,
to the
there's
quiz.
a lot going on in this
Yeah, I
chat.
know there's a lot.
Wow.
And like I said, if we didn't get to your questions, you can ask them in the next Q&A session, which will be happening in a little bit. So yeah.
Someone asked me when I'm going to Bay Beach. I don't know when I'm going to Bay Beach. All I know is it will be right before a Packers game because I'm a huge Packers fan. That's why I'm going to Green Bay. So it would
Nice.
literally be I'm going to stop, ride Zip and Pippin once, and then dip to the Packers game. So it wouldn't be quick, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams are still on the team.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I know Aaron Rodgers is staying. I said that, and I saw like Aaron Rodgers, he can't really leave legally now. So I kind of said, I think he'll definitely play this season, but this will be it. I think if the Packers, we either need to make a trade. My prayer is that they pick up Deshaun Watson. If they don't get Deshaun Watson, then yeah, it's over.
He's in a complicated situation right now. Too,
He even said,
so.
he's like, I'm not playing. He even said, he's like, I will pay the $1,000 fines. I'm not playing a game in Texas. I'm like, okay, well, this is
Someone in the
interesting.
chat's about to ride a Ryan right now.
Someone's about to ride a
nice.
Ryan. Yo, enjoy it, man.
Yes.
Sit front row if you can. Front row's slack.
Back row's better.
No, it's not.
Try to get both if possible, I guess.
There you go. Get back in line. Get back in line.
Yes.
Me as a
Already.
Patriots fan. I mean, hey, you guys have. I think it Mac Jones. I'm pretty sure is when they got to the Patriots. So
Yeah, he was the one. Yep.
yeah. So you guys have a chance. You guys have a chance. I'm even gonna lie. Let's see. Panthers have to end our season against the Saints. Bucks. You guys might win the Saints now because Saints don't have Drew Brees, so I don't see them going anywhere.
Yeah, but they're
to
not
be
going.
honest.
But the Panthers are not going to the playoffs.
Panthers are not going anywhere either. I'm sorry. Baltimore's gonna beat us. That's funny. That's a funny joke.
All right. I
Yeah.
guess I'll get started with the quiz if that's all right.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And then I just need to actually get the screen shared. Also, you guys, if you've noticed I guess this stream and the one before, I've had this weird like setup that's unusual. My AC is down. This will be the last time I'm like this, but I have to have a cooler in here and whatnot. So, it's not ideal, but it's
that.
what I got.
I got you.
So with that being said, we'll move on to the quiz. And yeah, if you still want to join, the link is in the chat pinned, and so yeah, you should be able to.
I
First
very much
question
enjoyed
is,
this.
what year did Tron Light Cycle Power Run first open
yeah.
at Shanghai
Power Run.
Disneyland?
I very much enjoyed
Oh
this
yeah, I'm
question.
regretting my answer.
No, you don't know.
I think
It's 2016.
It is.
Correct.
Dang it. See,
It
I
is
knew it.
2016.
I said 2017 because I was like, oh, but I remember like Imagineering Story. They said 2017 so much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, Christian, you already know. You already know that this is one of the greatest roller coasters ever built of all time. Okay, I said it.
No. just no.
It is.
You got to give it another ride at least.
You do.
Yeah, I will. I want to go back
Literally,
next year.
this thing barely makes my top 3. I'm gonna be honest. I love Lightning Run so much.
Uh-oh, the picture's not coming up. That's not good. Medusa at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom has how many inversions? Fortunately, this question doesn't matter, but...
What are these names? First Drop, OMG, Ejector.
Those are the people in the plane.
I love that there's a Theme PK Horizons, not Theme Park Horizons.
Wait,
Theme
what?
PK Horizons fan. I'm 99% sure it's Marina.
Yeah, yep, it is.
Next
What is the
question.
longest coaster?
At Six Flags Magic Mountain in track length.
I was like, hold up, what the? And then I'm like, oh, it's Marina.
It's definitely Marina.
And the correct answer for this one is Twisted Colossus.
I knew it.
Dang.
I thought it was a trick question. I really thought it was a trick question.
No.
I'm like, oh, see, everyone's gonna say just a Colossus when it's really Goliath.
Ooh,
Oh crap.
this is easy.
Yeah. I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy, but if the statistic for another one's correct, it won't hold the record for that long, so... But I don't know if the statistic for Guardians is correct.
No, that's
Really?
gonna be the longest indoor coaster.
Oh my gosh, Hagrid's is the longest.
Because
Hagrid's is
well,
like
it's
7,000,
listed
I
as
thought.
5,500
Oh.
some feet. So yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the correct answer for the last one was Hagrid's. So yeah. But anyways, next question is, what year did Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket first open?
I remember seeing this thing get built, and I was terrified when I was little.
I've hardly seen any coasters get built, so
I used to live right outside Universal. Like when I turned out of my neighborhood, I saw Dragon's Challenge. So I remember when they
Wow.
were building this thing, I was like, never.
Next
Oh,
question.
what the
Look at the
heck?
picture. What is the name of this coaster?
I have no
What
idea.
the heck? No way it's that. Oh my gosh, I have no idea.
I only know one of these rides.
If we have some people here, they might be happy about this question. I don't know if we have our UK viewers
wow.
watching, but the correct answer is Antelope.
I got it right. I'm proud of myself.
Yep. Had to put one UK question in here. Next question is, what country is Supersonic Odyssey in? This is the Intamin indoor multi-looper
Wow.
coaster. It's pretty weird looking. It's literally inside of a mall. It's very strange, but
I remember seeing this on Theme Park Review when they dropped this bit. I'm like, this is such a cool coaster.
yeah. And the correct answer is Malaysia. Wow, quite a few people actually got that. I'm surprised. UK, but still got it wrong. Ouch. For the Antelope question. What is the name of this coaster? The one in the picture.
That looks like something from like California, like the mountains in the background.
You know
looks
what?
like
an
Yeah,
awesome
it
build
does. I
That's funny.
agree. But it is
Knott's
not
has
in
a wing?
California.
Yep, it's
It's
Parrot.
actually Parrot Coaster at Chimelong Ocean Kingdom. This is the
Okay,
part
yeah,
that
that's
has
right.
the world's largest aquarium. So, yeah. Next question is, which coaster is faster, Blue Fire or Poltergeist?
That's some good Photoshop work on Blue Fire, whoever did that. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Imagine if it ran like that.
Poltergeist. Yeah. It's not very good.
Correct
No,
answer
it's
is
a
Blue
Premiere.
Fire.
It is good. How am I winning?
If there was an orange
Are you in
premiere,
the lead?
I don't know how.
Next question, which coaster is faster, Medusa Steel Coaster or Silver Bullet? At
Why
Knott's
does Silver
Berry
Bullet
Farm.
exist? I'm just gonna be real. This
It's
is the weirdest.
if you ride it
indoor-
at night, it in the back row, it's actually pretty good.
yeah,
but-
the overbank is sick, but everything else is
yeah,
like. Oh, the Helix is good too.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm
the
getting
Helix and
everything
Overbank are
wrong.
great. Yeah, Medusa Steel Coaster is the correct answer. 58 miles per hour. Next question is, what is the oldest operating steel coaster at Kings Island? And no, it's not the one in the picture.
Yes,
Pretty
it is.
obviously.
Yes, it is.
Alright.
And the correct answer is
What?
Adventure Express. I almost said Great Pumpkin Coaster because I believe the one at Kings Island is the first ENF miler. So, fun fact. It's either that one or the one at King's Dominion if they have Great Pumpkin Coaster.
Dang it, I think I got it wrong.
Next question is, Energylandia currently has how many operating coasters, excluding powered coasters? And yes, this includes the ones that just opened. So,
Yeah, I got it wrong.
Yep,
correct
I knew it.
answer
Dang
is
it.
16 operating coasters. I didn't even have 17 listed, so even if you guessed with powered coasters, it wouldn't have mattered. So, yeah. Next is, who manufactured this coaster in the picture? Now that I look at it, the picture is not the best of quality, which is
Why does that look
unfortunate.
like the ride vehicles for Haunted Mansion on a coaster? Like,
It
I-
does. And then why does the back one look like it's from
test
like
track.
Back to the Future or something?
Test track.
Correct
Let's
answer for
go.
this is Intamin. This is Sahara Twist at Leo Fu
Yeah, it's one of
Village
those
in
like twist.
Taiwan.
It's their twist and turn coaster. I remember.
Correct, yeah.
I know this one.
Last
Me
question
too,
I know
I
is,
this
think.
Python at VGT closed in what year?
Thank you, Story Behind, for making me know this answer.
I was gonna say, if you got this one wrong,
I know.
I may
I'm
have
starting
given
to
you an
doubt myself,
unfair,
but
I
I'm not
may have given you an unfair advantage with the questions, but oh well.
Let's go.
Oh,
Dang.
2006 is the
Yeah.
correct answer. October 31st, Halloween of 2006.
Let's go.
So yeah, Hunter got first. I believe this is actually the first time we've had a guest actually get first in a quiz, if I'm correct.
Go.
Someone can correct me if they remember any other time. Second place we have.
Oh my god, I checked her.
Who is that? Comment.
it's
Oh,
Bad
Yeah, put in the chat who that
figured-
is. I'd like to
figured it
know.
was him.
And then in third place we have Frontier City Silver Bullet Fan.
Nice. Come on, Marina. You
Oh,
gotta up
Badger
your game.
State coach. Badger State is second
I love
place.
his name. Marina, you gotta up your game. I'm disappointed. Just gotta say. Who's just Jake? I love that. Shout out to
man.
Jake.
Dang. Alright, so that's the quiz. Thank you to everyone who participated. Looking at the time, just seeing how we're doing. Think we're doing alright. And then we'll move into our next segment, which is the YouTube shoutouts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is basically where I recognize channels that have either reached milestones or are very close. So if that
Can I
means,
shout out the last two? Please?
Yeah, you put. I was
Yeah.
actually gonna ask you to do that because you put those in.
Wait,
so
alright,
Yep,
can you do the
got it.
second last and I do the last then?
I guess, yeah, we can do
Alright,
that.
bet.
yeah, we can do
Sure.
that.
Yeah, that sounds good. But the first channel we have is Theme Park Crazy. Recently reached 250,000 subscribers. A previous guest, actually, well, on to Coaster Time and I guess Talking Tremless, not on the Hunt, but yeah, and
I don't care about that podcast anymore. Disgusting.
but his content very good. He has some great countdowns, and you always seem to learn something with his videos, which is
Oh, for sure.
fantastic. So cannot recommend his channel enough, and also very good editing, of course. So yeah, Theme Park Crazy, congratulations on reaching 250,000 subs. Our next channel we have is Destination Thrills. I know quite a few people in the chat and who watch this watch his channel. I need to see more of it, his channel, but I know he did the tournament.
Wait, real quick. The guy who wrote Orion just commented. Orion
Yeah.
is great.
I was gonna wait till the end.
till.
Wait, hold on, I gotta see this. What is it?
Golden
The guy
Jordan
who said earlier,
619.
I'm riding Orion right now. He just commented Orion was
Go
great.
write it again in the row you didn't write
Yeah,
in,
go write
and
it
let us
again
know.
in the other one. Legend. Shout
That's
out
good.
to Golden Jordan 619. All right,
Awesome.
continue.
No, that's awesome. But yeah, Destination Thrills reached 7,000 subscribers. Like I said, I need to check out more of his channel, but from what I see, he's pretty consistent, so that's good. And he did a tournament series, which I really liked a few months back. So he's got some good stuff on there. Congratulations to him. Next channel we have is another one that I've heard mentioned in the chat here and there. Theme Park Predictions just reached 10,000 subscribers. So another channel that's pretty consistent with their content. So congratulations to them.
Probably the
and then
most consistent like coaster YouTuber, I'd say.
yeah, probably. So yeah, but congratulations there. And the next channel we have is one that maybe isn't super well known. Roller Coaster Crafter has reached 4,000 subs. They mostly do Connects coasters recreations, which is really cool. They're also a California coaster enthusiast, which is great. They've been doing vlogs also more recently. So at this point, they have a few different things, but the Connects coasters are the big thing there. So if you like to see that, make sure to check him out. He's got a great channel there. And then we have Great American Coasters. I think I saw him in the chat earlier, actually. He is near 6,000 subs. Actually may have reached it since the last time I checked. But another great channel. Has a lot of good coaster content. And yeah, he actually did reach 6,000 subscribers, so congratulations on that. Also is one that's pretty consistent as well, so make sure to check him out. And the last channel I have before I hand it off to the two of you is Sean Flaherty. He is near 200,000 subscribers, has, of course, footage from, like, just has so much footage of, like, so many, like, events. Like, he has footage of the opening day of Hypersonic XLC and the Media Day for Top Thrill Dragster and just so many different things. It's crazy. But his footage and his content, just make sure to check him out. And his live streams, whenever he does it, it's just a nice place to like chill, I guess, basically. So
and he's a great guy too.
Yeah,
one of the nicest people I've ever met in the community by far. What a great guy.
Yeah, he is great. Also a former guest on Coaster Time as well. So absolutely fantastic, and I hope he gets to 200,000 subs soon. So yeah. And now I'll hand it off to you two. So whoever wants to go first can go.
All right. So you just got to give a quick shout out. If you listen to On the Hunt, we shout out these people a lot. Quick shout out to Coastunes. He's getting close to 15,000 subs. We got to make that happen. Coastunes. Christian and I have collabed with him before on one of his vids, and he's one of the nicest guys I've talked to, and he makes some of the funniest and like funniest/best coaster content out there, and he blew up. Like I remember when he came on the scene and he hit like 2K subs like that. I'm like, who is this kid? And then I was watching his videos. I'm like, dang, okay, wow, this guy's amazing. So shout out to Coastunes. He's a legend. So make sure you follow him. And then we got to shout out this
for those who listen to On the Hunt, you know, we, like Hunter said, we shout these two people out a lot, but I gotta give a mention to my boy, the Coaster Scoop. He's finally almost at 1,000 subscribers.
We gotta make it happen, guys.
We gotta make it happen. Like I'm telling you,
my man
Drew, make it happen, make it happen. He makes, honestly, he has the best footage, POVs, anything.
Yeah.
So you just, come on, guys. If you're not subbed, what are you doing?
He came in clutch on Voyage for Christian and I. He held our phones in his zipper pockets when we didn't have zipper pockets. Legend.
And yeah, Badger State Coasters. Yeah, I was subbed to Costumes and he was like 20 subs. So
yeah, we subbed him before he hit 1K. So we have that credit, yeah. But you guys should shout out to Coaster Scoop before he gets to 1K. So
yeah, so just subscribe to all these amazing people. They make fantastic content. So.
Yeah, absolutely. The Coaster Scoop, like I remember, like I think I like first kind of saw like some of his drone footage, which I'm like, how in the world does this guy have not have more subs? Like this is incredible. And then like he has some really good POVs, and he's just got like super underrated content. So definitely make sure to get him
Storm
there.
Chaser. His Storm Chaser POV is good.
I think I've yet to see that one. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
And then as for Coastunes, another previous guest on Coaster Time and also a great guy. So all great channels. Make sure to check them all out. I have them all in the description, and I put all the links in the chat. So that's pretty much that. And congratulations to all of them who reached milestones and are close. So that's good. Actually, this is new. I don't think I mentioned this to either of you two beforehand, but if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, make sure to. I have it in the description. But I did something new this week where I basically allowed the viewers to guess the guest before I announced it. So basically, I gave 2 opportunities, and if you guessed one of the guests I was going to have, you would receive a shout out. So that's pretty much how that works. And so basically, we had quite a few responses actually, but only 4 people actually got guessed one or both of the guests correctly. Shardark, Coaster Shardark was one of them. So I have his channel in the description. He actually was able to guess both of you, which was pretty insane. And actually straight up guessed it was going to be an On the Hunt collab. So that was pretty insane.
That's awesome.
He's from the UK, so if you like
that's cool.
UK content, make sure to check him out. Mr. Color Roaster, also from the UK, was able to guess both of them as well. So shout out to him. Theme Park Guide Productions, Zach, he was able to guess Christian. And then we had Cool Crazy Coasters on Discord. He just made his own Discord server. He was also able to guess. I think he also just got Christian as well. So, but yeah.
Christian, you're famous. Look at you.
Oh yeah. Stop.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised. I'm like, dang, all right. Like that was pretty good. I'm surprised that we actually got a good amount of people to guess correctly. So that's good.
It's definitely a good idea. I like that. Guess the guest. That's nice.
I guess.
Yeah. Like I said, I have their links in the description, and I'm also gonna put it in the pinned comment I'll put in later for timestamps. So if you're watching this after it airs, they'll be down there as well. So yeah. So that is Guess the Guest. Congratulations to everyone. And the next thing we have is our second Q&A session. So ask us any questions you have, and then following this, we're actually going to be flipping it around and doing questions for the viewers. So that'll be that. And if you had any questions from earlier that we didn't answer, you can ask them now. So
I
yeah.
do want to bring up first drop in the chat. He did bring up not only did Behemoth Valley, but the Bat also did the boomerang at Canada's Wonderland. But
Oh, really?
no one covered it. So a lot of people don't know about that yet.
No.
But I
Great
did just
Adventure
remember.
passed on its curse to Canada's Wonderland.
Yeah,
This isn't
so-
good.
That wasn't even on the Airtime Thrills Discord, so there was no
Yeah,
way I was
it's
gonna know
very-
that. It was even on forums. I look everywhere, so I did not
That's
know
crazy.
that. That's crazy. Wow.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, Dingan Barnes asked this. Have I ridden Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy at Disneyland? I didn't even think about that. That's actually now pretty high on. I love Space Mountain. It's actually in my top 20 coasters, which that may sound insane because I've ridden 94, so that's pretty solid. But I actually do really want to do that now that you bring it up. I haven't yet, so but that sounds amazing. Does Space Mountain have a Ghost Galaxy at Disney World or no?
Space Mountain
No.
has literally no overlays except
Yeah.
we turn all the lights off. That's it. For like
Yeah,
one night
it is
during the
cool
year.
though at Halloween. So for us at Halloween, they turn the lights off like pitch black, and it is pitch black. And then they have the music play louder. So like there's like a soundtrack technically on Space Mountain at Disney World. I barely hear it. The
Yeah,
only
it's
time I heard
horrible
it was that
speakers.
ride because they turned it up.
See,
So-
the thing with the two Space Mountains in America is California's is much more advanced, technical wise.
Yeah, well, it's because I forgot what year. I think it was 2005.
Yeah, they did a
redid
big
the
version or
entire-
something.
Yeah.
But, like Orlando is very old. It definitely screams old Disney.
Oh, it does.
California is very early 2000s modernish. So you guys can do Ghost Galaxy, Hyperspace Mountain. I think.
But
you
to
have
be
one
real,
other.
I don't mind that we don't.
Oh yeah,
kinda
because ours is a more crazy coaster. 100
Oh yeah,
easily.
it's in my top 20. And,
I've
I
ridden-
have this thing over like Goliath it over Georgia.
Yeah, I can see it. I've ridden both, and I do remember Space Mountain at Disneyland. It's just so fun. It's just a lot of turns though, and the main thing is that soundtrack and better theming. I'd say, especially there's only 3 lift hills on that thing.
Mhm. Oh yeah. There's like 3 lifts on it.
Yeah,
it's weird.
that's crazy. I mean, we have one.
And it has a
Granted, it's
banger
small.
soundtrack.
Yeah, they're very hard to compare. It's really difficult to choose
Yeah.
between the two.
I haven't been to Disney World.
I will say though, anytime you hear people talking about Space Mountain and how it's got good airtime at Florida, you're all like, oh okay, but when you ride it, then you'll see because POVs don't do that thing justice at all.
Dang.
So-
I'm excited to do that whenever I'm able to. So that'll be cool.
Mhm.
And then let's see. Someone was asking about Diamondback at Frontier City. It's been standing but not operating for 2 weeks. And there have been maintenance people on top of the coaster. Removal seems to be likely. What do you think will happen? That's really hard to say. Those rides aren't exactly the most reliable, so who knows? I don't necessarily think that means it's getting removed.
I'd say in the
Um,
next 3 years, it's definitely getting removed. I think, especially with Six Flags owning it now,
That's true.
they're not going to want to invest in it. But I think it just needs a lot of maintenance because it's same thing with the one at Elitch Gardens. I hear that thing has basically the exact same problems and is never open. And when
I had
it
a
is
friend who was
rare-
able to get on it on his first visit, so
Dang.
that's pretty lucky.
Yeah, like the only one I hear that operates consistently is the one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So
They have one of those there.
yeah,
Yeah.
Revolution. But
Mm.
I think it's because that park is willing to spend the money, and they keep good care of all their rides. They did it with Big One. They do it with their Woodies. They keep investing tons of money to keep those rides going. So yeah, but definitely Diamondback does not have a. It doesn't have much time at Frontier City for sure.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I really want to do one of these before they die, so
Mhm.
yeah. Someone asked where you got the inspiration for What If. I think you kind of answered that, but
So it was the Marvel series What If, because really I was just trying to think of a new series, because if you guys have been following me for a while, you would know my content has been pretty dry. I'm not even gonna lie. So I was like, I need a new series to get me going, and kind of like I did with the Florida 5-part series. On like I would not be where I am without that series. So I'm like, I really need something new. And Christian and I have been following them with Marvel, so we watched all of WandaVision when it dropped, all of Falcon Wicked Soldier, all of
Falcon.
Loki. So we finished Loki, and What If is next. And I wasn't looking forward to What If, but as the trailers were dropping and stuff, I was looking forward to it. And I'm like, and I've always had these ideas to make these kinds of videos, but I never did. So I figured, okay, why not? And I talked to Christian about it. I said, yo, and him and I honestly worked with this idea together. Like, I have to give Christian a lot of credit. It was a 50-50 idea. And I just said, we talked about, hey, let's do it where we can match it with Marvel. We'll drop it at 3 p.m. and we'll do like these series. And I have other ideas, like, to give an example, I don't know if I'll do this one, but like, what if Rip Ride Rocket was a B&M? So kind of looking at instances of things that did happen, but things that were supposed to happen but didn't. Okay, well, what if they did? So kind of looking at stuff like that. And especially with Marvel coming out, I figured, well, now's the best time. Gives me time to prepare for it, and it'll be sick. So that's the goal. And yeah, hopefully we're gonna try and drop one every single week. It's gonna be a lot of work, but
oh yeah.
I'm gonna try and make it happen. Make it happen, you know, just like Rock and
Make
Roller
it
Coaster.
happen.
We're gonna make it happen. So,
Nice.
yeah.
That's like I said earlier, that sounds really exciting, and I can't wait to see it when it comes out. So I'm excited,
That'll be
for
sick.
sure. So yeah, let's see. Next we have a question: Stormrunner or Accelerator? I've done these two. Funny thing is, Accelerator, I've been on it the most times, but I've never done it in the front row, which is funny because I've done Stormrunner and Dragster in the front row. Regardless, I mean, Stormrunner I do have it over Accelerator, so that's my answer. I don't know if either of you have ridden either of these,
Oh.
so...
I've seen Accelerator. It looks sick, but Stormrunner
Looks better.
looks better because
It has
I mean,
I
here's the
don't know,
one
a
thing.
layout.
Here's one thing I'll give Accelerator. It has lap bars. That's a plus. And it has a faster acceleration too.
Correct.
But Stormrunner has a pretty... So I don't know. I would say Stormrunner, but I love a good launch. So if Accelerator's launch is like significantly better than Stormrunner, then I would say probably Accelerator. But I would definitely lean towards Stormrunner. Stormrunner is also one of my top bucket list rides. That looks like... I still think that Stormrunner will be my favorite at Hershey when I go. So, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I haven't done a B&M Hyper, so I don't know if it'll stay my number 2 when I do Candemonium or not, because it is my number 2 there, but I'm curious about that. And actually, funny thing, this has nothing to do with the ride itself, but Accelerator is one of the most painful rides to wait for because one, it has
Oh, I
one
bet.
train, and the operations are usually pretty abysmal, so...
I bet. Yeah. I can see that.
That's the
Does that
only
thing usually
gripe
get a
with
long line
knots.
too? Like, is it like a 30-minute wait? Because it never
Oh yeah,
looks like it.
it's like 30 to 40 minutes, and it's like it shouldn't be just when you look at it, but it is.
Yeah, because every time I see people, it's like they're about to get on the stairs. So I'm always like, okay, does this thing never get a wait, or is it like, no, ops suck, so it's like a 40-minute wait if it's on the stairs? So yeah.
Yeah, it is. And if you try to wait for front, it's
It's a pain.
it's a pain. I'll do it one day, but it is
I just thought of this. That
ridiculous.
section of knots is like low capacity section. Like you got hang time, small trains, accelerator, 4 ops, coast rider, 4 people per car. You just got 4 capacity in that one section.
Yeah,
So, dang.
and Knott's operations are
They're
not generally the best. So
I remember waiting front row Ghost Rider, and it was painful. I had fast lane. I still waited 20 minutes for front.
yeah,
I'm like, oh gosh, painful.
I mean for Dragster, I had fast lane, but I had to wait like 20-25 minutes for front row about every
The
time.
front row line is. There's at least always like a
Still
8
worth
car
it,
wait.
totally.
Oh, it's
but
completely
like,
worth it. Yeah, I haven't even done it, but I know it's worth it.
No, it's absolutely worth it.
Mhm.
I'd rather do that than like wait, like get on almost immediately for like back row, which I did.
Exactly,
And I'm like, not quite. It's not quite as good. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Any other questions? Have any of us been to Silver Dollar City? I have not.
Nope.
Oh, looks pretty good.
Trying to
Dang.
get there. I am trying hard because I want to so bad. That's probably my top. Okay, besides Disneyland, that's like my top bucket list coaster park in America right now.
Yeah, that's fair. It's
Yeah.
up there for me.
Yeah, and I love Dollywood, so, and Silver Dollar City honestly looks better, so I'm looking forward to that.
We'll do a few more questions here. Which side of Matterhorn is better? I've only
I have
ever
no
done
idea.
one, and I did it in 2012, so I can hardly remember it.
The Fantasyland side looks better, but I don't want to. I don't want
I-
to judge it.
I've
I've
only
re-
done a Tomorrowland side. At least I'm pretty sure. So
I've ridden both, but I have no idea which one's better. So a lot of people do say Tomorrowland side's better, like say it is. Yeah, it's like more crazier. So I don't know. I have no idea.
yeah, I really want to get back on it. I was hoping to when I got my tickets. I think whenever I did, but it was down, so not much I could do about that. Let's see. What RMC hybrid will be gone first? Like, you mean like removed? You know what?
I thought about this the other day too, honestly.
There is one that depending on the rumors and stuff, I am actually kind of concerned about it.
Which one?
And it's still very unlikely, but so you've heard about the Six Flags over Fresno project that it's been listed on the construction website. A developer who's like actually developed like hotels near Six Flags parks has confirmed that Six Flags is at least looking into building a park in Fresno. So I don't know if it means Discovery Kingdom will be relocated or not, but it's like almost confirmed that they're actually like looking into building something here. If it turns out it is a Discovery Kingdom relocation, Joker would be hard, I feel like, to relocate. I mean, maybe it would be easier than I expect, but if I had to like guess out of any of them, that would be my guess. But like, that's really like, even that is like I honestly don't know what would be the first one.
I could see that. Yeah.
I'd say Air
Joker's-
Force One in like 10 years once it gets on regular off.
I mean, hey, White Lightning almost lasted 10 years, so we'll have to see what happens to White Lightning in the next 5 years, and then we can judge.
Actually, well, and then if not that, if Iron Gwazi opens, that.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
true.
think
Oh,
it
it's
will.
Iron Gwazi. Yeah, no.
Yeah, actually, just because
It's
the
Iron
weather is gonna
Gwazi.
be brutal for it,
Because,
so.
okay, here's my theory on why Iron Gwazi is going to be closed first. I've said this for so long. They're going to open it, right? But it's not going to get the popularity that Bush expected. It's going to be, it'll be popular for a while, but still Tigers and Cheetah Hunt and Cobra's Curse, all 3 of those will have longer lines and be more popular than Iron Gwazi by the next year it opened. It's not going to get enough, and that structure is just not sturdy. It's not sturdy enough. And because of how much it rains here in Florida, it's going to pull a Gwazi, the wood is going to slowly rot, and they're going to have to be replacing it non-stop, right? And then soon, since Iron Gwazi isn't going to get all the love it deserves, they're not going to get all the money for it. Therefore, Bush is going to be like, we ain't getting enough money for this thing. Tear it down. It's going to be Iron Gwazi.
Yeah, that thing's
I think
gonna
it'll
be
be
a
popular.
nightmare.
Oh, it's going to be popular for the first year, and then second, I'd say 25, 30-minute wait max. If they can haul out trains, because Bush has good ops, unless it's Tigers.
It's
'cause
Cheetah
Etai works
Hunt.
there. But,
Oh,
but, you know, yeah. Etai slowed down ops just to say happy birthday for me. I was very disappointed in him. I'm like, dude, quick ops. And he's like messing around in the booth. I'm like, man, you gotta take your
Funny
job
thing.
seriously, dude.
bro.
I know, right?
Dang. Next question.
wait
we-
to-
Oh wait,
What is
Christian,
with,
you go.
okay, I'm sorry. What is with the Lil Phantom hype? I see it everywhere. Everyone's like, Lil Phantom, Lil Phantom, Lil Phantom. It's why?
'Cause it's the best,
Wait,
dude.
no. The best are the ENF milers. This isn't even an ENF miler. Okay.
What is it?
It is a Molina and Sons though, which
Yeah,
is
it's-
like I haven't done one, but I've heard they're pretty good. Like they're pretty close
They
to an
look
ENF
good.
miler. ENF milers are my favorite kitty
Yeah,
coasters by
they're my
far.
Kitty Coaster at Fun Spot America.
No,
Kissimmee.
Kissimmee. Holy crap.
That's the best one. That's the best one.
Back row on that is literally, I would say, more whippy and crazier than Mind Blower. Like, I'm
Agreed.
being
I agree.
serious.
Well, you haven't done Hurricane yet, though.
That's true, that's true.
And Hurricane's an experience.
I want to do hurricanes so bad. I
It
actually
is-
do.
You know, I just thought about it. Maybe I'll do that this week for the
Do
first
it.
time.
Do
need
it,
the credit.
yes,
You need the
absolutely.
You are a Fun Spot insider, and you haven't done all their coasters. That is disappointing.
Oh man. Oh, also I was gonna tell you you probably shouldn't the guy who like basically helped Lil Phantom like kind of get into its position of like I don't know how you describe it, but like it's like
Supremacy.
it is here in the chat, so
Okay, so please explain. Oh, Badger State coasters. I
yeah.
just need to understand. Like, don't get me wrong, solid kitty coaster, but like, come on. You know.
I actually have a Lil Phantom clone in my city, but I have it. I wanted to do it this summer, but the park's still closed, and I'm like actually concerned about it, like not being able to do it. Or maybe
Yeah.
I can buy the coaster after it closes, which would be
Exactly. There you
unfortunate. But
go.
yeah,
You know, who needs over Fresno when you got this thing? You know,
yeah,
who needs it?
yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to. We'll do 2 more questions, I think. Right? Yeah. I think I may have said that earlier, but oh well. Fiesta Texas or Over Texas? I haven't done either, but
I'm gonna be real. Over Texas looks better.
Nah. Oh, here's the thing. Fiesta Texas is a good park, but Over Texas just looks like Six Flags version of
Okay.
Kings Island.
Well, look. Here's the thing.
It's
You take out the 2 best coasters at each park. This is how I look at it. IRAT and Wonder Woman, don't get me wrong, are much better than New Texas Giant and whatever you say is second best. So we can say Titan, Mr. Freeze, Shockwave, whatever. Let's say Titan. Let's just take out Titan. You still got Shockwave and Mr. Freeze. You got a much better supporting lineup. And even with Aquaman coming, that's pretty big. Fiesta Texas, you got Poltergeist. And that's really it. And then you got Batman, I guess. You got Batman. It's just that,
well, Goliath there, but yeah.
and like Over Texas looks so cool. Like they have Mini Mine Train, which is rare. The first era Mine Train,
the
Runaway.
Mr. Beast coaster.
Yeah, they have Runaway Mountain, which looks sick. Mr. Freeze is easily like Mr. Freeze and Shockwave look
But
incredible.
like Superman Krypton coaster.
Okay, yes, what you say is one of the worst floorless coasters you've ever ridden. So my point exactly.
Fiesta Texas is more enjoyable because it's got a better collection of rides that aren't coasters.
Oh, I can
So.
see it. Yeah, like don't get me wrong. IRAT and Wonder Woman make that park.
Mhm.
But it's like, yeah, I would definitely say they're super close. But if I could either visit one of them, I would lean to go to Over Texas instead.
The interesting thing with Over Texas and Fiesta Texas is that as a park, I'd probably rather go to Fiesta Texas,
Mhm.
but Over Texas being so close to, and this is gonna be a stupid reason for choosing it over, but it's so close to Prairie Screamer that I might actually have to go
Low
over Texas.
key.
New show on
It's
Disney
literally like
Plus.
like 10 minutes away, which is like incredible.
That's
so.
the Scandia Screamer relocated, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Yep.
See,
now definitely over Texas.
Here's the thing I
Easily.
was saying though. We all know KI sucks, okay? And over Texas is literally Six Flags version to KI. Like, so it just doesn't look good. It's all mediocre rides.
Well, we
Well,
also
Fiesta
know-
Texas actually has 2 top tier.
I like how you're saying KI sucks when the truth is BGT sucks. What?
Both, yes.
Last question we got. Actually, there's 2 of these I think we'll go for. Energy Landia or Fuji
Oh,
Q if you can
Energy Landia.
only do one.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go with Fuji Q. Now, yes, Energy Landia looks like the better park overall just in general, and they have the better overall coaster lineup. But Adirondack is my #1 most anticipated coaster. Dodonpa looks insane. And Takabisha, I mean, those 2 are basically like what's doing it for me, so.
Yeah, I could
The-
see that.
The mine ride would also be like really high up there if it, or not the mine, the haunted mine or whatever the heck it was, the
Oh,
weird
yeah,
dark
yeah,
ride,
yeah.
but they got rid of it for. That actually makes me really mad if they replace it with an intimate motorbike. That's pretty
If
disappointing.
Fuji Q had like more rides, it'd be up there like for me.
Yeah,
But Energy
like,
Landia
don't
is just
get me
the
wrong.
quality of the top 3.
Dodonpa is my #1 bucket list coaster of all time, and Ichinaiko looks insane, but Energy Landia has Zadra and Hyperion.
Hyperion. People are sleeping on Hyperion. That
Oh
thing
yeah,
looks
and then you
crazy.
still got an amazing supporting collection. You got Abyssus,
Formula.
Speed, Formula.
That's
This
really
new
it.
mine train even looks good. I mean, you even got Circus Coaster.
Light
Okay, we
Explorer.
can't sleep on Circus Coaster. Mars. Have you seen the theming on Mars roller coaster, dude?
Wait,
That thing
what?
looks
Now I
sick.
gotta look this up.
It's
Hang
literally a
on.
kiddie coaster, but they slapped like a bunch of statues around it. That thing looks insane. Like the theming is like bad, but it's good at the
Well,
same time.
okay, nah, this looks like the best.
Yeah.
Nope, it's the best. Dude, that actually looks so. It looks something like straight out of like Planet Sheen or something.
Yeah, dude, the thing looks sick.
Aren't they
Roller
like
Coaster
making a
Ride,
mine
dude.
train themed to like chocolate chips or something?
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
Cocoa Chip Creek. That's what I'm saying.
That thing looks epic.
Oh yeah, this park looks sick.
So many dreadful kitty credits. I know we make fun of Magic Mountain sometimes for having so many kitty coasters, but
Literally
Energy Landia takes it to another
I think they
level.
have 8 kitty creds and like 4 are like family coasters, like super family coasters. So
And
shout out to Energy
don't
Landia.
forget they got an SLC.
They got- yeah, roller
That I've heard
coaster
is
riding.
actually decent.
I hear it's the best one. Yeah.
So, although I actually don't mind the one SLC I've ridden. So
Yeah.
they
Kong.
got some interesting stuff
right?
there. Yeah, Kong, which
Yeah.
is one of the unpopular ones too. So
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Yeah.
how many Vekoma Junior coasters does this park have? Like 5?
It has 2 Frida and Energoose,
And then like the
and then it
boomerang?
has 2 family boomerangs, Light Explorer and Boomerang, and then it
Why?
has
Why 2?
it has a little kitty powered coaster. It
They have
has
a
like these
Preston
little
and
kitty
Barbary kitty
double
coaster.
ones like Mars, Draken. What else? They have a Wacky Worm, Fruity Loop. They have a triple loop, SBF Visa, Happy Loops. I'm not even off RCDB. I just remember this. For some
wow.
reason. What else they got? They got someone else too. Oh, they
Light
have one of those
Explorer.
SBF Visa Wild Mouse that look horrible. It's like a spinning Wild Mouse. That thing looks dreadful. Viking, and then I think that's really it.
Dang,
Yeah.
Badger State Coasters don't respect Planet Sheen, man. That was the greatest show of all time. You cannot disrespect
Oh my
Planet Sheen.
God.
You remember the Carl Alien? That man was vibing.
Oh,
goodness.
oh, I got an idea. So if the Lil Phantom clone here in Fresno, if the park that has it closes, let's just send it to Energy Landia, give them another kitty
Agreed.
cred,
There we go.
and it would be like the best one there easily. So
There we go. What if that was their 20th roller coaster? That,
Wait, which one?
the Lil Phantom clone we have here in
in
Fresno,
Fresno. That'd be
we just
sick.
ship it off to Energy Landia. That's a great idea.
Great idea.
Yes, I think that we should do that. Yep.
I'm in.
I'll set up a GoFundMe. We'll get the funds to
Perfect.
relocate it.
Perfect.
And yeah, that's gonna be how it's gonna work. So that'll be great. I guess now we'll move on to the questions for the viewers. So these are just we flip it around. You guys can answer, but we can also answer these as well.
Mhm.
First question is favorite restaurant chains, and I guess Christian, if you want to go first with this one, you can.
Chick-fil-A, Wawa, and if I had to pick maybe like a sit down, I don't know. I kind of like fast food more as an overall dining experience, you know, because honestly, it's got better food. Like that's just my taste, because I like burgers and stuff like that.
I would
Burger Fi is
say-
good, but that's a Florida thing as far
Yeah.
as I know.
I would
Whataburger,
say-
Culver's
no,
is good.
not Whataburger. I'm sorry, it's just not that good.
Raising Cane's.
Yes, okay, Raising Cane's is my favorite restaurant of all time. I'm gonna be honest.
Firehouse
Uh,
Subs is the most overrated
I
fast
agree.
food of all time.
I
I'm saying
agree.
I
right
had
now.
it, I think once, and I didn't care
It's
for
not
it, to
good.
be honest. Culver's,
Yeah.
I don't believe I've ever had because it's not
Culver's
popular
is
in
good.
California.
You have
so.
In-N-Out though, which is good.
Overrated.
In-N-Out's good.
Okay, I agree. It is severely overrated. but
Golden
it still is
Corral
good.
slaps. Thank
Yes,
just-
you
you.
said Golden Corral's good. I respect that person. Yes.
Okay, one day we gotta get a bunch of people and just do a giant Golden Corral
There
day.
we go. Perfect. I would say Shake Shack is up there. Raising Cane. Who said Arby's?
I
said Arby's?
let's see. Who was that?
I saw Arby's for a second. Who
Coaster
said
Scorpion.
it? Leave. Leave.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Actually,
gosh.
No.
Go ahead.
You're gonna like this, okay?
Yeah, if it's Wawa.
No, I already said that.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
good.
Rip to the greatest restaurant chain of all time.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Sweet Tomatoes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
That's a that's a rip.
It's the best chain. Like I
Oh,
don't.
It was. It really was.
I'm being serious. Like better. I think it is my number one. Like for real.
Yeah.
And it
rest in
sucks. It is a memory of the past now, because COVID.
peace. Ooh, someone said crack. I saw Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel.
We got some
Um,
Burger King.
that
Oh,
was up there. I
no
love-
one's heard of this, but if you go to Carowinds or like any parks in Virginia, Hunter, you need to do this. I'm telling you right now. Okay.
Okay, go.
There's a restaurant chain called Biscuitville, and it's only in Virginia and
Alright.
North Carolina. It's
I'll try
basically
it.
McDonald's, but all breakfast, and it slaps.
All right, I'll try that.
Yes.
Okay, what else? I love Shake Shack. White Castle's good. Chipotle slaps. McDonald's is just always good. Taco Bell's always good too. IHOP's good. Love Waffle House. Texas Roadhouse is one of the most. It's the most overrated.
The
steakhouse.
bread's
I'm gonna be
good,
real.
but like the
The
steak,
bread's good.
The
I
steak is
haven't
okay.
been since elementary school,
Here's the thing.
so
The bread is great at Texas Roadhouse, but as an overall steakhouse, Outback is so much better because
Yeah.
the bread I preferred Outback over Texas Roadhouse, and the food at Outback is better. So
Texas Roadhouse interactive feature where the workers dance, though. You know what I'm saying, where they all do like the rodeo. You don't have
yeah.
that.
oh yeah,
I
Publix.
don't know that we have that.
public superiority. Chick-fil-A is always good too.
Miller's is overrated. I'm sorry.
Miller, okay. I mean, yeah, it's good every now and then. You know, like if you haven't been in a fat like 2 months, and you're like, I'm gonna go to
A
Ale House,
year.
it's like okay, you know, I can vibe with that.
Wendy's is good too.
It's
Wendy's
hard
is
for me to
overrated.
keep up with all of these. So many are coming in.
Taco Bell's not
Bell.
good. Sorry.
Taco Bell is good.
It
IHOP
was my
is
childhood. That
underrated.
was like my childhood one. Taco Bell.
Who said pizza? Oh, and someone asked why don't I like Arby's? It's fast food roast beef just shouldn't be a thing. Their curly fries are good, but everything on that menu just shouldn't be at fast food place.
Yeah, I went there once. That was a one and done. Same thing. Jack in the Box. I had it a few times, and
I want to go to Jack in the Box. I haven't been there yet. I need to try it.
I haven't been in.
Sonic is
Probably almost a
underrated
decade.
also.
Oh, I
Sonic
just
is
went to
overrated.
Sonic actually for the first time in like think like
Years.
literally 6 years. Like, was it 3 days ago? The burger
good.
was all right. It was actually all right. I don't know that it was that amazing, but
Yeah, it's a great place to go to every now and then. It's not the best, but it's
Yeah, like I
solid.
wouldn't go there like every week.
Oh yeah, but it is solid.
What about Chuck E. Cheese? Oh,
Great
dear.
American
Okay,
Coaches
there's-
work for McDonald's, so he
Chuck
gets
E.
free
Cheese
food.
pizza is honestly underrated.
Wait, really?
Eh,
I love
No.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
No way.
And if anyone's like, they recycle them, go watch Food Theory. Okay, you'll see.
I guess Baskin Robbins technically counts. I mean,
That's
it's
a good
ice
ice
cream,
cream
but
place.
yeah, they
Dairy
got
Queen
good
is
ice
good for
cream.
ice cream too.
Never been there somehow.
Cece's Pizza. that
Menchie's
place
is the
does
best
slap.
frozen yogurt place. In
I have
my
a
opinion.
gift card that I haven't used there yet, so gotta
We
do
all
that.
have like those gift cards that we just don't use, but they sit in our wallets forever. I have one for like
Yep.
Dunkin' that I've had for 2 years. Oh yeah.
I will actually make use of that one though. So, food therapy.
Honestly, every sub
theory,
place, in
I
my
don't know.
opinion, is overrated. Jimmy John's, Jersey
Oh, agree.
Mike's,
I'm not a
Firehouse.
sub guy. It's like I don't hate
I
on
agree.
people who love subs.
I like subs,
It's
but
just
they're,
not
they're
my
just
thing.
not. They're not good.
No, they're not my
Menchie's
favorite.
is better. Okay, Menchie's.
Menchie's is good.
We don't.
Papa
I've never
John's
even
is-
heard of Sweet Frog, so I don't know what
Krispy
that is.
Kreme is god tier. Okay, like
Dunkin'
that's
is better
known.
than Krispy Kreme. Just saying.
No, it is not. Are you
Voodoo
good?
Donuts at Universal though. That's the best. Have you had Donut King though, Christian? Donut King?
Nah.
That's the real best one. It's in Florida, and that's the real best one.
We have local. We have a thing called Jupiter Donuts down here. And it,
But Voodoo,
I'm telling
Voodoo's
you,
my go-to.
just you'll see. You'll see.
All right.
Well, I guess I didn't go through mine. I'll just go through it quickly. Chick-fil-A is one of them. That's up there. Panda Express. I'm surprised I haven't seen that, but maybe it's just an acquired taste thing. So, I guess. And then Chipotle. So, yeah, those are the ones.
I gotta end it off on one more. PDQ.
Yes. Thank you.
That's I think
PDQ
it's I don't
supremacy.
think it's in California, but it's basically the Chick-fil-A. It's basically Chick-fil-A but upscale.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Oh.
it's like fresher.
The chicken is better. I will say that right
Yes,
now.
it is
but,
better.
But the chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A just slaps. So it's really hard to compare the two.
Yeah, I take PDQ chicken over Chick-fil-A, but I still would take Chick-fil-A over PDQ. So it's like I don't know.
Chick-fil-A has better overall, although PDQ has tater tots now and they slap.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
like, yeah.
That is true.
You guys have those in Florida? I'll have to check that out when I'm down
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna go there later. Hang on. I wanna
there.
get
Nice. I haven't had Moe's. I've heard it's similar though to
Moe's is like
Chipotle.
not as good Chipotle, but still really good.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Mhm.
I haven't seen Popeyes show up yet, but people have been recommending that, and for
Mm.
whatever reason, I haven't. I actually,
Neither.
it's in my town, but it's in places that are pretty far from me, so it's kind of like hard to get to.
Popeyes is really good. I'm not gonna lie.
But I've gotten a lot of recommendations, so I'll go there at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Del Taco.
Tijuana Flats. Come
No,
on,
none of those
are-
places.
It's
I'm
all right.
sorry.
It's
Huey
all right.
Magoo's though. Huey Magoo's. It's pretty good.
Tim
Some of-
Hortons, yes sir.
Tim
Those are good.
Is
That's
is
only in
Tim
the north.
Hortons? Wait, is Tim Hortons like a breakfast
like
sort
Dunkin'
of?
Donuts, but more upscale.
Oh wait, no. Oh no, I'm getting something else mixed up. Yeah, no, I've heard of them. Yeah.
Someone said Krusty Burger. No, the burgers there are not good. I'm telling you right now.
Dang. I guess we'll move on to there's so many that it's hard for me to catch up. We'll move on to the next one, which is favorite launch you've experienced, I guess, for the next question. Hunter and I am pretty sure have the same one.
I think
so.
Christian even has the same one.
Yep, now I
Okay.
do. Now
Is
I
it,
do.
are we all on the top thrill dragster supremacy?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
but the best, second best, maybe the best launch experience,
Oh,
Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios because of the build up and anticipation. Yep.
no.
The way they do it with the visuals and the audio in that room is very
Okay,
good.
yes, but the best built-up anticipation launch is Velocicoaster's first launch.
Okay, crap, you're right. Velocicoaster's first launch is really well done for anticipation. Yeah,
Like
easily.
you are hyped.
Well,
when you're there.
only for your first ride, because after that you're
no,
like, oh,
even
okay,
after,
it was-
but like if you're with the group of people and you're about to launch, you're
oh
like,
yeah, you're like,
"Here we
let's
go."
go.
And like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
hear it, like you hear the
You
countdown,
hear those
and you know
LS
it's a countdown when it's not really. But you're like hearing it, and you're like tilting back, and everyone in the car is like, even the second launch, like the second launch, it's not that great of a launch, but it's so hyped because the way that it slows down right before you go, like every time, like I rode it with like Christian and Michael and all of them one time, and right when we were about to go to the second launch, we were like clapping, we're like, go, go, go! Like we were screaming at like.
Velocicoaster is easily the most hype ride to ride with enthusiasts
easily.
of all time. Like
Because
more
it's
than
like-
Voyage.
It's
like,
definitely not one of
on
the most
ride.
intense coasters, but it's so fun that it's like you can just be hyped the entire ride. It's sick.
Mhm. I'm trying to think of any like new coasters I rode with like crazy launches. I will say Maverick's second launch really surprised me.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Mavericks.
And then anything at KI, Backlaw was good, but is that the only launch coaster there? Like,
Tigris is actually powerful. Tigris is
the
backward.
Skyrocket 2s are pretty. Yeah, the Skyrocket 2s are surprisingly like powerful.
Hulk's launch
yeah.
slaps.
Hulk's
That
launch
is,
is
beside that and Rockin' are the two best launches in Florida, like
Okay, with
overall.
There's some flywheel launches.
And then they,
Flywheel launch, yeah, the Montezuma's is
Montezuma's
good.
has a good launch. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna lie. Yeah.
Accelerator's another really good one. Need to get front row on that.
I will say Copperhead's launch sucks. So,
I mean, it's a mock. What do you
I'm tell-
expect?
I was
Christian.
expecting something, and there was
Christian,
nothing.
you'll even agree with this. I don't know why. Hagrid's last launch.
Oh yeah, dude.
Don't know why, but
And
it's
dude,
so good.
Hagrid's third launch, like right before the highest point of the ride, that pulls some forces, dude.
Mummy's launch.
Mummy's launch is very slow at times, but it's really
It
fast.
can be
Like,
good. Yeah.
there's also Lightning Rod's launch was good
No.
for some reason.
No.
Like I liked it.
No.
And then was there any other at Dollywood? Because I don't think so. Let me look. Yeah,
Okay.
Haggard's launch slaps, and then okay, not gonna cap. Growing Out's launch is very like anticipatory. Like, is that a word? I don't know, but like, it's very like. I don't even know if people know it has a launch. Sorry.
Yeah, I can. Thank you.
My
But
bad.
Oh well.
I mean, it's not. It's really nothing though. It's.
I think I'd heard about it. I
Like
just hadn't
it's
thought
a,
about it in a while. Oh,
drive
well.
tires, you know.
Okay.
It's pretty fun. And then, oh my god, dude, the most surprising launch besides Dragster on my trip, Fire Chaser Express. I'm
Oh,
saying right now,
there
I
you go.
agree. I agree
Holy-
completely.
Lee crud, dude. Boom, you just get yeeted. Like I
agree
was so
completely.
surprised.
Oh yeah. And it comes out of nowhere. Like you can
The
just
forward
hear it in
and backward.
conversation and then just like what the heck? Impulses do have good launches. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah.
I did
Best
do
part
Wicked
of the rides
Twister.
easily. I'm not a big fan of. I've only done Wicked Twister. So.
I love Wicked Twister. I love it so much.
And then I saw a lot of Tehran. I assume that must mean
Yeah.
the second one. So
Mhm.
yeah, that thing looks sick. And then I saw some King Ka. Mr. Freeze looks really good.
Lightning runs launch at the top of the lift hill. That is.
True.
I will say
Dang.
that.
Light of the
that's cool.
Hippogriff Dispatch.
That's facts. Phew.
Oh, Tornado at Bakken. Yeah, that thing
yeah,
looks
it's not even a launch,
ridiculous.
it's like that thing just looks bizarre, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, technically it's not a launch, but that thing looks ridiculous.
Mhm.
I mean, that thing looks insane. And then I saw Thunderbird. And Powder Keg. Yeah, Powder Keg looks really good.
Yeah.
So, dang, like, yeah, so like tornado, like the footage of that's insane. So I want to experience that so bad. I think I saw a Dododompa, which that one's pretty obvious.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that thing looks insane.
Max Force too. I'm looking forward to that launch.
Yeah. I need to do an SNS coaster so badly.
I still haven't been on an SNS.
Me either.
But you've been on a drop tower, right? At least you got an
Yeah,
SNS. Yeah. I mean, we have that, but not a
Am I
coaster.
riding SNS on my trip? Hold on.
You're not.
I'm not.
This Six Flags
I've
America have a
I've
free
seen
spin?
2 free spins, but I didn't ride either of them because
Yeah,
one was under
same.
construction, and the other was at Six Flags Mexico, and the Fast Pass system didn't work for it, and I was gonna have to choose between that and one last ride on El Ultimo Escape, and
Oh man.
I wasn't gonna pick the 40 free spins, so
I'm gonna have 195 coasters after my trip, and I still am not gonna have done an SNS. That is sad. That is sad.
You didn't ride that SNS Woody or whatever?
Oh, never mind. I did
oh
do
yeah, that's an
Avalanche.
SNS.
Okay,
Avalanche.
I did do Avalanche.
Yeah,
yes.
there you
Okay,
go.
I have done one. Never mind. Avalanche slapped. Oh man, I wish that was still there. horribly rough, but it was so good.
To be fair, you don't really think of wooden coasters in SNS, so
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no. Oh, the ride was brutal. It was easily one of the roughest coasters I've ridden, but the airtime was deadly. Oh my gosh. That thing was
Yeah,
so
that ride looked insane. It was crazy. The next question we have is actually favorite theme park or coaster podcast or live streams. I'm just curious. I don't know, like, I like having things to listen to or to watch. So if anyone has like any
Agreed.
suggestions, so
Let me
yeah,
look and see if I have any. 'Cause I used to listen to a lot.
See, the funny thing is, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I just don't listen to coaster-related podcasts.
that's fair.
You know?
Actually, I've listened to one football one specifically. So
The ones I've listened to, there was one called Expansion Drive, which was owned by Attractions Magazine, but it ended like a year or two ago, and is literally
Attractions
just
Magazine,
my
yeah.
life. It's theme parks, movies, and video games. I was,
Dang.
I was
All they
sold.
need are soundtracks. That's all they need.
And so besides that, because that ended, some good ones: Orlando Informer, Inside Universal, Dis Unplugged. The Dis does something called the best and worst of Walt Disney World, which is just rankings. There's how many episodes? There's like hundreds, I think. Yeah, they're in the. I think they're about to be in the 200s, if not. Yeah, are they? Yeah, they're about to be in the 200s. Yeah.
Nice.
So Miguel Annual Pass Holder is pretty good. Yeah, I did watch a few of his lives a while back.
dang, yeah, I'll have to. I'll look into those for sure. Just because, like I said, it's cool to have things to listen to and to watch. I see
Yeah.
On the Hunt.
I mean, hey, the right answer should be Coaster Time and On the Hunt. Okay, those are the
Yeah.
right answers.
I saw Talking Trimless.
The thing with Talking Trimless that it's like one thing I can look back. It was fun while it lasted, but man, it was the most unprepared, unrun podcast ever. Like the episodes were written up literally 30 minutes before we did it, and it was so
Oh,
like,
wow.
hey, should we do it this week? Nah, okay. Like we had no schedule. It was just and like with On the Hunt, I've learned from my mistakes.
Kind of came in check. You're welcome.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
put you in check.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I started it, I'm like, I need to do this all by myself. Like, if I'm gonna run a podcast, it needs to be by myself so I can control it. And that's what I did. And I realized on episode 2, it's just not gonna work because when you have to sit down and talk for an hour, you need someone to bounce back with you. You just can't do it alone. It's very,
Yeah.
especially it's like unlike live streams, you don't have anyone asking questions, you don't have anyone
Exactly.
talking, so it's like you are alone. And it's hard. It's very hard. But I needed a co-host, and I'm like, okay, Christian, let's do this. If there's anyone I trust to help me run this podcast, because I really needed it to become like, dude, it's you. I trust you more than anyone because I know you. If you were committed to something, you'll do it. So I'm like, yeah, that's what we got to do. So we created. He came on in episode 3, and yeah, it was, man, it was fun. And I mean, I'm glad to say that we are the fastest growing theme park podcast. And
In the community.
in the community, yeah. And I mean, the stats have blown up Talkin' Trimless in season 1, like doubled everything. So
Dang.
that's awesome. I'm very glad to see how it's been going, and yeah, I'm just so glad that it's much more organized. Which, you know, it's like everyone learns from their mistakes. Like it's like you go to the start of anyone's YouTube channel, it sucks. I don't care who you are, it
Yep.
sucks. You look at it a couple years later, huge improvement. I can say it with everyone. So yeah, and season 2 starts August 1st. It's gonna be sick. Christian and I have huge plans for this season.
Yes.
Um,
Zach asked in the chat. He's excited
I'm
to see what
excited
we
to see-
have in
yes,
store. We
exactly,
have
it's
a lot
gonna
of
be-
guests planned.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be sick. Is Talkin' Trimless done? Yeah. Zach and I will never make another episode of Talkin' Trimless.
Well, it is. Well, it's technically done, but if I'm correct, there's something going. Like
There-
Zach
yeah,
might be doing
there's
something.
stuff.
Hunters.
yeah, my presence or anything talking trimless wise is out of the picture. So, yeah, but yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen to it. I told Zach when we ended it, I left it up to him. I said, here's what I'll give you. You either give me the talking trimless name and I'll keep it going, or I'm gonna start a new one. And he said, I want to keep the name. I said, all right. So I created On the Hunt. So, because Talking Trimless, we had great fans. We had amazing.
And most of them transferred over. I'm pretty.
Oh yeah,
sure.
a lot of them transferred.
Yeah,
over.
I went from that and watched your guys' thing. So yeah.
So yeah, and I mean, we're gonna bring back the fan interactions now in season 2. Because really, I was planning to not have a co-host at all in season 1. So when I got episode 3, it was just like, okay, changing everything. But yeah, we're gonna have way more guests. Like we only had 2 guests on last season. We're gonna have like 6 or 7 this season. We have new segments we're coming up with, and especially with What If you guys are really interested in that, since Christian and I are gonna be making that a lot, you can definitely make sure we will share a lot. Maybe some like stuff we didn't even use in the episodes for What If.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
On the podcast. So, yeah, it's going to be sick. Season 2 is going to be awesome. And yeah, very much looking forward to seeing it.
We'll definitely try and do more interactive stuff with you guys, like more brackets, more polls, more stuff like that to get you guys involved more.
Oh yeah, It's gonna be awesome. We'll probably bring back some Talking Trimless segments, like the meme competition. That was awesome on Talking Trimless. Probably gonna bring that back. I was thinking it's just gonna be awesome. So yeah, stay tuned for On the Hunt episode 1, August 1st. Christian and I, we're gonna record the first episode later this week. It's gonna be sick. So yeah. Oh, and Christian, we need to figure out here. I have an idea. If you're okay with this, Carrick. Should we let the viewers choose the next bracket here on Coaster Time?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. That sounds great.
Okay, so if you guys follow On the Hunt, we do a bracket, and we did Launch Coaster bracket, and what was the other one we did, Christian? The first one? Wooden Coaster bracket. That's right. Yeah. It was Wooden Coaster bracket. Okay, so we'll leave it up to viewers. You guys can choose one, and if all the viewers are on board with the one that someone said, we'll do it. So just no launch coasters, no wooden coasters, and yeah, let's do it. Let's see what the next bracket on the hunt.
What do the viewers want to see?
Let's see.
Would you like me to make a suggestion as well, or just the viewers?
Yeah, for sure.
This one's a little. It might be a little more difficult to do. Is my only issue with it, but. I don't think anyone. I don't know if anyone's done this, but like a 1-2 punch bracket. That's something I've thought of, like just in my head. I don't know. That was just something. Seen some come in. Best non-American parks just came in. Some other ones are gonna come in, probably in a little bit.
Yeah.
Hyper coaster bracket.
Hyper coaster.
One day I want to do themed coasters. Just
themed coasters has been one. Yeah.
Oh, that would be. I mean, I would feel like that'd be difficult to like narrow that down, but that'd be a cool one.
That is true. Yeah, it's like depending on what technically counts as a themed coaster.
Yeah.
Like
also,
I'd say the minimum
Velocicoaster wouldn't.
I mean, yeah, the minimum
is the minimum is backlot stunt coaster in my opinion.
Oh, see, I was gonna say the minimum would be like Fire Chaser.
Well, if we're going like full force, then I'd say the minimum would be like Slinky.
But we're not going full force.
Exactly. So like we gotta actually add stuff outside of Florida and California.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, because there's a lot of coasters in Europe that would take over. So. Yeah, that's an interesting. And best non-American parks. That one's interesting too.
Yeah, I think we got 2 people on board with that.
Best international parks. Yeah. We'll do like maybe an international park bracket. I don't know.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because we've never been to any, so it'd just be completely off of like just looks.
It'll be interesting though. It'll be sick.
Mr. Colo Roaster likes the hyper coaster one, maybe inverted or suspended. Shout out to the Coaster Hour Discord bracket. We did that a little bit, or polls I should say. Yeah, that was one of them.
Yeah, I'm just writing all these down. People are liking the inverted one. I see. Okay, I'm with the hypercoaster. All right. If you
I
want,
think the hyper one
you
is.
can keep going with the stream, and then we'll just have
Yeah,
whichever ones.
you
and then-
can maybe look back at the chat later in a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, that was a good idea. I like that. Seeing what the viewers want, that's cool. And then I was looking through some of the podcast and or live stream suggestions. I didn't know theme park guide productions. I didn't know you did some, so I'll have to check those out. You said you did it on Instagram. And then I saw Off the Tracks and Off the Rails.
Thrillville off the rails.
One of the best games ever created, right there.
Yes.
And then I saw Theme Park ERT. That's when I watch.
Mhm.
They need to get back into that.
That's theme park here.
Legend.
Yeah. But yeah, those are some good ones. I don't think I saw any other ones, so yeah, we'll move on to the next thing then. I saw Best Flat Rides. Some are still coming in, so
Yeah, for sure.
And then last question, guilty pleasure attractions. This might be a little, it actually shouldn't be that complicated to explain. Basically, an attraction that isn't necessarily like actually legitimately that good, but you either like it or it's fun anyways. I honestly didn't have much to choose from here, but I just went with just ENF Myler coasters in general. Like, I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's just like, even like the kiddie coasters, there's something about them that it's just they're just so fun, and they actually are just like, maybe it's like they're not really like perfect. They're not like the smoothest rides in the world. Just in general, they just track weirdly, but I don't know. I really like them. They're just fun rides. Sea Serpent at Santa Cruz is especially great. I actually have it above Undertow, which is probably about as unpopular as it gets. But
I mean, I
yeah.
can respect that. I can respect Mini Mine Train. I'm seeing Big Apple Coaster, Twister
Oh my
2.
God.
Twister 2 does look good. I'm not even gonna lie.
I have. I have mine.
Elitch, yeah.
Mine is because remember he said rides, okay, not coasters.
Correct.
I'm
Yes.
saying it. Fast and Furious Supercharged.
Oh my God.
It's so stupid. I love it. It's so stupid. I love it. It's just. I'm gonna be riding it in like a couple days for the first time in like a little bit, and I'm excited, you know, because it's so dumb. I love it.
Just gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Winnie the Pooh is if I
Yes,
did
Lord.
dark rides.
Winnie
It
the
might not be one of my
Winnie the Pooh
favorite rides at
slaps,
Disney,
dude.
but it's actually good. Like it is actually like way better than it should be.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it-
100%.
And I'm not even
I
talking
know-
about like Pooh's Honey
For-
Hunt or anything. I'm just talking
for-
about
for-
straight up Disneyland version. It's
Yeah.
good.
For Disney, I'd say Buzz Lightyear, Winnie the
I would agree
Pooh,
with that.
Living with the Land.
Yeah, Living in the
Um,
Land slaps.
Some people would say Grand Fiesta Tour, but I don't agree with that.
Oh, I would say that.
Animal Kingdom. Honestly, I mean a dinosaur, but not really many people talk
I know you're
about
gonna
it.
say Triceratops Spin because you ride that.
Oh
thing.
yeah, I mean, Triceratops Spin's alright. And then Hollywood Studios.
Aliens Rolling Saucers.
I like Toy Story Mania a lot. Oh, Star Tours.
yeah, but
Star
that's
Tours.
good.
Star Tours.
Sounds good. Okay,
That
for
is a good one.
coasters, I would say Mystery Mine is up. I love Mystery
Yup.
Mine. Like Mystery Mine is my second.
Mystery
favorite
Mine is the
coaster in
Revenge of the
Dollywood.
Mummy of
Yeah.
Dollywood.
Batman at Esfini. But for me, this is gonna get some hate. Great American Scream Machine at Six Flags over Georgia.
Gasm.
I love that thing so much.
Someone said JTA. That's facts.
JTA, that's facts. I mean, Great American Scream Machine is so brutally rough, but it's so rough that it's funny. Like, I love that thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh my God! I just saw Pinfari Cyclones and Inner Park
I can respect
Cyclones.
No.
I can
I've
respect
been on those
God.
inner park.
I've never
cyclones.
been
They're
on
not
any
good.
of them.
The brakes on those are horrible.
Yeah, they are.
Literally.
You want to talk about horrible breaks? Can we talk about Gemini?
No, the inner park cyclones are worse sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Gemini, actually, yeah, Gemini is kind of brutal, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
I honestly, for people who like, I'd say Mummy's mid-course is the strongest brakes.
Mummies stop at like the Beatles room.
No, the mid
Both
course.
are brutal. Both are brutal.
Like, people don't going into that ride. If you don't know to brace yourself, you're gonna come back with neck pain, like for real.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
No doubt.
I don't know how it is in Hollywood.
Speed of sound. That one actually looks
I
fun.
hear that one's
I mean,
good. Yeah, I hear that one's good though.
I'm not a fan of boomerangs of the ones I've ridden, but I haven't ridden one in like 7 years just because I dislike them that much. But I'd be willing to try that one out for sure.
Racer at KI slap.
Yes, Racer K. I actually might have Racer K over Beast and Mystic. I'm not even gonna lie.
Over Mystic.
Mystic
Wow.
does nothing. Like I'm just gonna.
Right.
I
Mystic
don't.
is very similar to White Lightning. I'd say.
Like don't get me wrong. Mystic's a fun, crazy ride, but for airtime, it doesn't give the best.
Oh yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah, but like Racer has airtime pops now. Like I rode in 2018, I didn't find anything. When Gravity Grip came in, that thing is good now. So I really enjoyed Racer.
It's
and
usually the best wooden airtime in the park.
Beast just, I need a night ride because I guarantee you a night would be sick. But Beast it during the day just does nothing. It just does
Beast
nothing.
night rides.
Yeah. And then honestly, I'll kind of say Lightning Run only because I have a weird love for that ride. So
The Yogi Bear 5D adventure at Kentucky Kingdom.
Now that I know why, I respect that.
It was just a big experience, you know. Just the ride's horrible, but the experience and the people I'm with.
Yeah.
I'll just shout him out, okay? Shout out to Michael, you know, official stalker Michael, and then of course Logan from Thrills United. Okay. Marina said Minions stationary seating. I 100% agree.
Minions pre-show though is a guilty pleasure for sure.
That's the best part of the entire attraction.
It
like,
really
easily.
is.
Easily.
No. It really is.
Yes, it is.
Do
I
know
agree.
why he's saying that?
Well, I know. Yes, I know it's because he's in the ride. But no, like straight. I actually will agree. Honestly, like honestly, like the pre-show and like just the queue when you're in the house. Honestly, I think that's like the best part of the attraction.
And then when you see Theme Park Hunting make a cameo, you just can't help but have a smile on your face.
Also,
you know?
Two things. Jimmy Fallon is guilty pleasure, but one other thing.
Said the pre-show sucks. You're just jealous that 8-year-old Hunter was still taller than you now.
So I can talk about this now, okay? I could not talk about this for the longest time.
Oh, I think okay, yeah.
So we were keeping this a secret for so long, but I have the all clear from the legal people, okay? I may have went to Velocicoaster in April, and let's just say my father got on the very first public train, and he's in the pre-show for the ride. So I'll just say that. I will say I know I did not ride it in April because there was an issue with some legal stuff going on, and I did stand under the top hat for 12 hours watching the car go by.
I was in the park. That was the first time I saw it test. And I remember seeing Christian's dad on the ride, just laughing.
He's in the promotional footage and in the pre-show, so that's just something cool. I can talk about it now because they gave me the all clear a little bit back because we couldn't talk about it before. But that's pretty cool. So
I remember you telling me about that. I didn't know that your dad was actually in like the pre-show and the promotional.
Yeah, no, they just added like in the queue line video they added some more like B-roll, and those are the shots they used. So. Yeah.
Alrighty. No, that's awesome. Well, not that you didn't get to ride. That's not great, but like
they let us come back another day, so I did get to ride it. Yeah.
He did still get to ride it before me at the end of the day, you know. So
nice.
that's what counts.
And I met the prodigy himself.
The prodigy, not the prodigy. No.
Oh.
The prodigy, the G prodigy.
The guy who made Velocicoaster.
Legend.
So. Sorry, that's off topic, but yeah.
No, that's fine. Something I need to take care of something real quick. Something just came up on my phone. Something in the house. So if you guys could do a temporary like Q&A segment, like while I'm out, Go for that and like just kind of take over for a little bit. I need to take care of something real quick. Something just came up. Let's see.
Sweet.
Where's the Q&A thing?
Cool coasters. That's oddly specific.
There we go. Nice.
No comment.
So Christian, what's up? How's it going, man? How you
I'm
doing today?
good, man. So welcome to episode 0.5 of season 2.
Let's just pretend I just did the 20th welcome. All right.
All right.
Welcome back to another episode of the On the Hunt podcast. My phone just fell in my lap. As always, I'm your host, Hunter from Theme Park Hunting, here with my co-host, Christian from Park Theme Horizons himself. Christian, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing? Today's a great day.
Dude, today is a great day. It is a Saturday. It is Saturday, July 24th, 5:15 p.m. where I am right now here in Eastern Time. But dude, we're here on the Coaster Time live stream.
Yeah, this is insane. This is live
awesome.
on the hunt.
This is live on the hunt. First on the hunt live stream yet. I didn't think we'd be doing it here on Coaster Hour, but hey, you know what?
I'll say right now, maybe later this year, maybe we'll do a live, maybe after October, wink wink.
Definitely, dude. You know what, Christian, while we're here, why don't we drop some information on what if? Why not?
Oh, okay. All right.
Why don't we talk about what if for a second? So so honestly, what if this is gonna be a crazy thing that you and I are working on, dude? Like we are who cares about Marvel's what if at this point? You know, like shout out to Marvel. You know, like if I get copyrighted by Marvel for this, I'll respect it because I'm literally stealing Marvel's idea. But you know, hey, we gotta love it. But you know, we'll
did y'all watch a trailer?
Did y'all check out? Go my
watch
Instagram
the teaser.
and
Let me know
Christian's
you
Instagram story to go see the teaser. All right, and one or the other. And also, this is just the teaser. We have a trailer in the making
soon.
So yeah, we'll drop that trailer probably August 1st. I think that's a good when On the Hunt drops, we drop the trailer. That's a good little idea there. So you can expect a lot from this, guys. It's gonna be sick. I love the originality. I know, right? Thanks, Marvel. We love you, Marvel. But yeah, it's gonna be great because then you can watch Marvel's What If, and then you can watch Theme Park Huntings, or basically On the Hunt's What If. So it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. Christian and I are put some dedicated work.
I maybe we'll drop a maybe someone puts like a number in the chat 1 through 10. We'll maybe drop an episode.
10. Oh yo.
I'm back.
And yeah,
too late. Sorry,
no,
guys.
it's all good. We'll still do. We're talking about what if. You know, we're talking about what if for a second. We said first number we see. We're saying what that episode is. Let's see. We're waiting on a single number 1 through 10. Watch the number be like 98.
11.
Yeah. We'll be like, well. Let's go to season 9 and Gosh,
remember Coaster Origins? That
Remember what you need to know?
Eat.
Remember Theme Park HQ?
No, I don't.
I don't either. Don't worry, we got Utah. We love Utah.
The thing with it, for people wondering, with Itai, go find the number.
First
7.
number just came in. Right, 7. Yep.
Look.
The thing with Itai, right, is he announced his channel rebrand like earlier this year, but he didn't know that he'd now be working freaking like for Busch Gardens Tampa. So like he doesn't have time for his channel, so that's why you haven't been seeing content from him. So if any of you guys are wondering, it's just his job got in the way.
Okay, so episode number 7, hopefully dropping September 22nd, will be What If Son of Beast Never Closed?
Ooh. Mysterious.
I know.
Well, I can guess. But
KI would be good. KI doesn't suck.
KI doesn't suck if Son of Beast still that's what if it? Well, KI wouldn't suck. There we go.
Nice.
All right. Let's continue this amazing Coaster Time live stream. Let's go. Seeing lots of 5s. You're gonna have to wait until episode 5 drops. Son of B
Alrighty.
sucked. It probably
That's
did.
a good one.
I'm morbidly curious about that ride, like just being able to ride it.
Oh, yeah.
So the next thing we have is a segment. I think I've only done this one other time. And this is gonna be a tier list. And basically, what I did for this is I gathered 20 random coasters that were not kiddie coasters, just to make things a little easier, that at least one of us have ridden. And so some of these are going to be rides that all of us have ridden, and some of these are going to be rides two of us have ridden, and some of these are going to be rides that only one of us have ridden. So we're going to be putting it on this tier list from Tier Maker that I created, and that's going to be that. Any questions from either you, Hunter, or Christian, either of you?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's just get into it.
Alrighty. And then also, you guys in the chat, if we have some disagreement on one of them, you can help us out a little bit too, so that should be nice. Our first coaster we have, I actually have to pull up the other thing, is actually Shikra at Busch Gardens, Tampa. You two have ridden this. Where do you think this lies?
I think we're gonna agree. I'm gonna say B.
Okay, good. I'm glad you said. I would say B too. Sheikah's good. It has its rough sections. Gonna be real, but the drop is fantastic. Very forceful. Has a lot of hang time. It's a great dive coaster, but I don't know. The roughness on a dive coaster just.
Dude, just wait till you reread Valraven. I'm telling you.
I love Valraven.
No,
dude.
it's literally the roughest B&M I think I've ever done. Like I've ever ridden now.
Do you say so? But yeah, Shikra is definitely a B. I'll take B.
Alrighty. I could see that. That's where I mean, I haven't ridden it, so, but yeah. That's good. And then the next one we have is Christian, you've ridden this. This is Gwazi, the original.
Oh god. F. No, just no. It's not a fun, enjoyable ride at all. It didn't have airtime. It would, like, at least that I remember. I think I only rode one side too, because it was after I got off. I'm like, no, I don't even want to do the other side because it was too painful. I think I left the park after that. That's probably like it's just not good. So, Hunter, you didn't go on it? Oh yeah, you didn't yet.
I really wanted to, but yeah.
It was easily the worst. It's crazy how that's GCI. Like I genuinely don't see that. I feel like that's like DIN or something. Like no, like
no RCCA.
Yeah, RCCA. Like it's
RCCA
just
dueling coaster.
it's crazy how that was GCI and how far they've come now. Like wow. So,
dang.
Yeah.
You go to Hershey Park and ride Wildcat. But
God.
anyways, the next one we have is. This is actually one we brought up earlier. This is Avalanche at Timber Falls, another defunct coaster. So where do you think this ranks?
Let's put it in B tier. Let's put it in B.
And also, this can be changed as we go. Just saying, it's not permanent. Yeah.
So the thing is with Avalanche, the airtime was deadly. Like, it had PTC restraints, but you had a seatbelt, which I was so small at the time that, like, I timed it and it was still super loose. But I was flying on this ride. The drop was insane. The airtime hills were deadly. But it's so rough. And unlike Gasm, it's so fast, too. So, like, rough and fast rides are not that fun. So it had its sections, but the ride was it was good. It was really good. So I'll give it that.
Alrighty. The next one we have is one we've all ridden, I think, and is gonna probably be a bit polarizing. Magnum XL 200. Who wants? So Hunter, you say A.
Yeah.
Christian,
A.
what are you saying?
I'd
All
say
right.
A.
I was gonna say B. I'm lower on this ride than most people, but you guys cancel me out, so we're gonna put it in A.
That is the most painful coaster in terms of leg pain I've ever ridden, easily. But the airtime is crazy. So just because of that, A for me.
Yeah. I don't have an. Oh wait, you go, Hunter.
I have Magnum ranked as my number 3 in the park. Like, I love that ride. so much. The triangle hill. I mean, honestly, every hill on this ride gives some kind of
the
ejector.
first two.
Yeah, the first two are, at least in my
Okay.
experience, pretty weak.
You
or
get like
the first
floater in
one.
the back. Still. You get like floater in the back.
I got
no matter
nothing.
where you-
I don't know.
I rode
I
it
don't
2
know.
times. I didn't get anything on the first hill. Like
And
maybe
then-
a slight hint of airtime.
Yeah, and then I got a trimless night ride though.
Yeah,
did
that would
that,
help
yeah.
out.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
Alrighty. Next we have, I believe this is Legend. Yes, this is Legend at Holiday World.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Where are we putting it?
Yes.
Lowest we can put it is.
S, dude. No.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's put it in S tier.
If you guys change your mind, we can change it later, but
It
we'll
is.
put it in S for
It's
now.
like in my top 10.
Yeah,
Or
it's in
my
my
top.
I have
It's
it over-
this is my top 15.
I have it over Voyage. Like, that thing was insane. It
For
is-
everyone like
S, yeah,
saying like
S.
it's just like O, B, C. Like I'm telling you, if this year apparently is the best it's ever ran, and I can see that.
Okay, I rode this thing midday, like 2 p.m. It was great, but I didn't think it was incredible. Like, it exceeded my expectations. This thing at night went at least 5 miles per hour faster than it did in the day. And the airtime was so good. Like, the speed hill.
The
was
airtime was the strongest
deadly.
airtime in the park, like for real.
Yeah, the speed hill was deadly. And the lats, like, you can't see a thing at night, so you're just slamming into the other person. It's so fast, you can't brake. Like, you can't brake and not brake. You can't brace for it. Like, I was slamming into my friends left and right. We're just laughing. This thing is, oh my gosh, it is insane. It is insane.
It's on par with Voyage for me, like for
Oh,
real.
yeah. I literally have a 1 spot over Voyage. I love the Legend so much.
I'm praying it's running next year as good as it did this year, because that was insane.
Yeah.
One of the biggest coaster surprises of my life, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Yeah, I like from how you guys described it, it sounds incredible. I can only hope that whenever I get out there, it runs even close to as well as that.
Yeah.
The next coaster we have is Cheetah Hunt.
B.
Hey!
No.
Hey!
No.
Let's
Alright.
do
All right,
she's
chat,
just
help
ready.
us out here.
Come on.
Chat, help us out.
A tier.
It's
I'm leaning. I actually think I'm leaning more towards A, to be honest.
No.
But
It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't
Well-
do anything, but it's so fun. It is so fun.
Yeah, but Sheikra does something.
Shikra is, but like Cheetah is, first of all, the smoothest right
all
there.
right, we're
Okay?
seeing. I see C, B,
Who says
and
F?
F.
Oh,
How in the
God.
world is it an F?
Okay,
'Cause
the
it
launches
doesn't
are
do
not-
anything.
It has some good moments of airtime. The S bends are super fun.
That's the only.
All right, we got another
well,
B.
That's the only.
Fine,
We
we'll
might
put it
have to put in
We'll
B.
put it in
I-
B.
All right, I think yeah. I think we're gonna put it in B.
Z.
Yeah,
Oh,
Z tier.
I agree.
Christian.
I'm just kidding. Cheetah Hunt's a fun ride, but it's not better than Sheikra in my opinion. So.
Alrighty, that's fair. So yeah, I think we're gonna put it in B tier for now.
Hey, I'll find out though. Very, very
Sure.
soon.
Next coaster we have is actually Storm Runner at Hershey Park. I think I'm the only one who's ridden this.
Mm-hmm.
S.
It's not quite S for me. It's
Oh.
close.
Oh.
It's
I'll say,
close.
yeah, I was gonna say.
But
I'd
it's
say it
A
looks
for
better
me.
in Magnum for me. It looks better in Magnum.
It does. I mean, it's for me. It is, but like I'm not gonna worry about the order that much of these.
Oh,
they're
okay,
they're
yeah.
just. I'm not really doing that much. So.
Mhm.
But I think we're gonna go with A for Storm. I almost said Storm Chaser, Storm Runner. So it's just the ride. The first launch is almost as good as Accelerators, I'd actually say. I mean, it's the difference isn't like insanely noticeable, but of course afterwards you have a layout with some pretty crazy airtime, and the Flying Snake Dive is just a ridiculous element. Also, the Cobra Loop is actually underrated. It actually gives some pretty good hang time. So that's another cool thing about the ride. But yeah, that's Storm Runner. Next coaster we have is Montezuma's Revenge. One of you guys have done this, I believe, as well.
I'll say B. High B though.
What?
Like, high B tier. Montezuma's Revenge is so good.
It looks so short.
Oh my gosh! Like
I
back
had this
row-
in B as well,
Back row
so
slaps on this thing. The loop is intense.
yeah,
and,
the
like,
loops is really intense.
Back row up that spike, you get like it's like the way you're hanging there is so bizarre, and you can see the entire park. It is sick. It is so good. I'd say,
Alright.
yeah, I'd say B tier for sure.
The chat seems to agree for now, so yeah, we'll go with B. And then the next coaster we have is did I get these out of order? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so Banshee is next at Kings
C.
Island.
tier.
C,
A.
C.
No,
Yep.
Oh,
Christian.
oh boy.
Christian.
Inverts
Come
are just not
on.
my thing, okay?
Yes, but it's Banshee.
Yeah, but like exactly, that's the point. It's Banshee.
Yes, it has its rattle, but it's so good.
Yeah, no, dude, the rattle isn't anything. It's all just
I'm
intensity.
seeing
it's
S.
just
Okay, good. People, come on,
Okay.
let's get this thing in A.
Let's see.
get this thing in A tier. Come on.
no.
All right, for right now, I'm gonna put it in B, and we'll see what the chat says
Alright,
because
no,
that's in
no.
between
I'm
your.
seeing A. This is what I like to see.
If I see
love
one
all you
more
guys.
A, then
I
we'll
think
put it in
yeah. I think we're good. I think this is gonna end up being an A tier just by the looks of it. Okay, we have another B. I think we're gonna stick it in B for now. We're gonna have
A.
so many.
All right, yeah, no, put up to A because it is a top tier ride. It's just not really my
If
thing.
it's one more, if we get another A, we can put it in A. If we get another
Okay,
B or
someone said it. Oh wait, that's the same. You know what? We'll put it in A. We have an S and an A.
Let's go.
We'll just go with that. That's fine by me.
Banshee the number 2 invert. I'll take it. A tier.
Alrighty. Next coaster we have is Expedition Everest at Walt Disney World, or
I
not at
see.
Animal Kingdom, but yeah.
D.
C.
D.
What?
This thing doesn't do a thing.
Yeah, but
Chat.
it's cool. I know it does nothing except for like a one moment of airtime, and if you're in
Yeah, but
one
it's like the
singular
rock-
seat.
This ride looks so much better off ride than it is on ride. I could watch this thing all day, but riding it's just like, it's just boring. it's boring.
Yeah, but dude, the indoor section, holy.
It's still
moly.
boring. The back.
That's
besides,
intense.
Besides the back row part, like back row on the backward section it's like you get a little bit of force and that's it.
So I see we have in the chat 2 C's, 1 B, and 1 D. I think that we'll just go with C.
All right.
I see E. We don't have an E tier, so. But yeah, we'll go with that for now. And then the next one we got is another Kings Island coaster, Flight of Fear, the
I'll put it in
premier
C.
launch coaster.
Nope. I think D, but I'll put it in
No.
C. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
come
right,
on,
we'll go with
C.
C.
It's not that good, but it's solid. Plus, it's a premiere.
The next coaster we have is Gemini at Cedar Point. I think we've all ridden this one as well.
Honestly,
A.
I like it over. No, I like it over Magnum. I seriously think I might like. No.
Okay, but
I
still
don't.
an A.
There's no way we can put it in S.
All right.
I think I have it in.
We got to put it in
It's
A.
between-
It's so good.
I think I had it at high B, but we can go A. I can bump it up to A. That's fine.
Gemini S. Yes.
Yes.
Gemini.
Gemini
S.
supremacy.
I see another A. I think yeah, we're sticking it in A. The next coaster we have is Goliath at Six Flags over Georgia.
I'm sorry. C.
Nah,
Oh
nah,
my
nah.
God.
No. I think A for
This
Goliath.
thing isn't even in my top 40.
It's the B&M Hyper. It's
But it
good.
doesn't. It has no airtime except
Yes,
the last
it
3 hills.
does.
Except the last 3 hills.
Dude,
the
the first 2 hills slap.
No, they don't do a thing. The drop is the worst drop on a beam.
It is.
Hyper.
The drop is horrible. Yeah.
The best part of it's that little ejector drop into the brake run.
Everyone's saying A in the
the
chat.
I
you
see.
know?
Well, though the A's were for Gemini. The S is where it starts for Goliath. So S A. Okay, yeah. I think it's gonna be an A. The chat. That's where they're leaning. So.
Goliath is D.
No. Well,
there we
maybe
go.
never mind.
That's a B. That's a B. I'll take a B.
Fine.
put it in
Yeah.
B.
It's between your guys's and it's kind of between the chats. So we'll go with B.
Go.
All right. Next coaster we have is Ravine Flyer 2 at Waldemere.
God.
Okay, Christian, don't do it that dirty. Come on. Don't do it that dirty.
All right. It's a high C for me.
Oh, C.
Yep.
I mean,
Actually, no. I like it better in Cheetah Hunt. So yeah, B.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, you're putting it with Flight of Fear next edition.
No. I meant like a high C. Like it's better than Everest and Flight of Fear.
Okay,
Like,
that's fair.
I was like, because I was with Callie and she's been on that like 2 or 3 separate
High
times.
A.
And she
We'll say
said,
high A.
Someone
It's
said
like-
high A.
she said it was running horrible for us, which I understand. Like, cause it was not running good.
B. So then you would even admit. we
Yeah,
can
I know.
put it
So
in B.
I think
There
B
you
is
go.
good.
We have some A's in the chat. I use the chat for if there's disagreement, so we're just,
All right.
since the only one of us has written it, we're just gonna put in B, and that's gonna be that. Next we have Kentucky Flyer.
Oh! I'm gonna do Ravine Flyer dirty.
B. Let's put it in B.
No, I say, dude. Honestly,
No,
Kentucky
it's
Flyer
not
is
A.
better.
No,
Not
no.
A. No,
Kentucky
it's not
Flyer.
A, Christian.
Okay. It's not. But Kentucky Flyer is better than every ride at BGT.
Okay.
I'm saying it.
Uh,
Yup. Yeah. Hey, you know it's sad when you have to actually think
Okay,
about that.
okay,
You know it's
it's
sad.
close. It's definitely okay. I have it only under Cheetah Hunt and Tigers. I have it only on Cheetah Hunt.
You know
Tigers.
it's sad when you have to actually think about that.
So are we
Kentucky
saying,
Flyer
what
is
are we
so
saying
good.
here
We'll
for
say B.
Kentucky
We'll
Flyer?
say B. Everyone's saying A and S. Let's
I
go.
think it's an
I
A.
think it's
honestly.
this has to be a joke.
It's
Like,
not.
low-key
It's
A.
so
I'm
good.
down to put it in A. I'm down.
It's
Dude, this
so
thing was
good.
fun.
fine, we'll do it. Let's
Let's
put it in
go.
A. We'll
Dude,
do it.
I'm being
yes.
serious. I enjoy Kentucky Flyer more than Mind Blower.
No,
I'm being
I do
serious.
too.
Yep.
Dude, my rides on Kentucky Flyer were awesome. Oh
Yep.
my gosh. I loved them. I got a night ride with Joe from Joe Kopix. Legendary night ride, dude.
Like, dude, we're not like screwing around. Like, it's actually good.
insane. Yeah. Yeah, let's put it in A. Let's do
Yeah, the chat seems to agree. Well, I've seen. Well, there was so many like we're putting in A. That's what it's gonna be. But I'll have to write it myself. It's hard for me to believe the hype. but we'll
I like
see.
it's. I think it's my number 2 in the park. But
We
granted,
really-
I got a
Okay,
bad
but
ride on that.
we
I know.
really
I know.
put Kentucky
Yeah.
Flyer over Goliath, Sheikah, and Ravine Flyer. I love this. I love this. Oh my gosh.
Next we have Racer at Kings Island.
B.
Let's put it B. B.
Okay,
Easy B.
all right.
Yeah. Easy
That was
B.
simple enough. Next we have Silver Bullet at Knott's, which
D.
is one I've written. You say D.
Oh God.
Okay. I
It
mean,
didn't have
looks
the
C. It
compared
looks- like
compared
a
to
C.
like the rest of these, now looking at it, I mean, I
If it didn't have the overbank, it'd be an F.
It looks like a C for me.
I think it would either be a low B or a high C. I mean, what are
They're
what are
saying F.
what are the
I
what's
think
the
C
chat
is the
saying?
good middle
Yeah.
ground.
D.
Oh God, F D. I think like people. I think we're actually gonna have to put this in D. Like
Let's
people are
go.
actually
we have to
like.
have something in D. We have to have something in D. So
All right, fine. That's unfortunate. I actually like it a decent bit, but
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't hate the ride. Like, it's a fun ride, but it's just it doesn't do a thing. Yeah.
like I said, if you like I said, I mean, I've probably had much better rides on it than most, but just I don't know. Like it's not as bad as some people make it out to be, but it's still not a great invert by any means. Next we have Superman Ultimate Flight at specifically over Georgia. What are you guys saying?
I'd say a C.
C. Yeah, I'll say C.
Okay, well, that's pretty easy. Next, we have Superman El Ultimo Escape at Six Flags Mexico. I'm the only one who's written this, so I'm putting an S.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's top 6 coaster for me, so
Dang.
yeah. It's only I actually have it above Twisted Colossus, for example, so yeah. And then we have our last one, the one and only Top Thrill Dragster.
S.
I say S.
I think an A because
S.
it needs a layout. I think we
S.
let the chat decide here.
All right,
S,
chat,
I think
Dragster, what are you guys
S.
saying? Okay, I
I
see
think
one
it's-
S for Dragster,
I think it's an A.
S.
It needs a layout.
Another
2S, 3S.
3S.
Someone says
Okay.
F, but
Irrelevant. Another S.
well,
That's the
that
same guy.
B.
S.
B.
Just
Oh,
put it-
God.
Let's just do S. Let's just do S.
I mean, we got what 3 S's?
We already- yeah,
have,
we
and
already
we
got
have 2 of us.
Mayo. See,
and we got
Mayo.
an A.
That ends it. Mayo is S tier. You just put in S tier.
All right.
Right there.
All right, we're gonna put it in S. So now looking at this tier list, anything we want to change, or is
I
this
like it.
good? Yeah, I think this is good. I mean,
I'd say
it's kind of ridiculous.
Flight of
but...
Fear in D.
No. Everest in D.
Chat,
What?
chat. What do you think? Flight of Fear or Everest? Should they be in D? Either of them?
What's the one on the very right side of B?
Superman Ultimate.
No,
Superman
Racer.
Ultimate.
Oh,
No,
Racer, yeah.
B. It's Racer at Kings Island. Flight of
Fozzie
Fear
should-
sucks.
Racer should be Racer slaps.
That one was in agreement.
Dude,
so that
I
was-
agree. Gwazi should be even lower. Yeah.
Everest D.
That's what I'm saying. Flight of Fear needs to be in D. It's not
both,
good.
I'm seeing both should go to D.
But
like
oh god.
Flight.
Okay, but-
So Flight of Fear, I think we might actually put Flight of Fear in D because like.
It's just not the greatest thing out there.
Fine.
All right, we'll put it in D.
The launch is fun though.
It wasn't KD's launch. You're gonna love KD's Flight of Fear because
I bet.
oh my god, that launch was crazy. KI's one
Let me
is
see
so
where you can have
mediocre.
Flight of Fear ranked. Let me
Dang.
see. I haven't done it since 2018 though. But
I-
Flight of Fear is my number 58. I have it right above Gatekeeper. So-
I'd
Oh,
say-
shoot, you
I
have
think
Gatekeeper
we're-
that low? Wow.
Oh, Gatekeeper's just Gatekeeper's my number 12 in the park.
Oh, that's where Valraven is for me.
Oh gosh, Raven's so high for me.
Ooh boy.
I'll
But
take that. I'll take
I
it.
think this will be our tier list. This is definitely the definitive tier list of all these coasters. So, yeah, just
Yeah.
beautiful.
Seeing Kentucky Flyer, Gemini,
in
and A.
A
Just so satisfying. I love it.
So that's gonna be our tier list. If you guys like that, make sure to let us know. I might be doing more of those when we have multiple guests. I think it's a good segment. And with that being said, we're gonna be moving on to our topics to discuss, which for this episode specifically, because it's an On the Hunt like collaboration, for two of these I actually incorporated some segments from the podcast. So that's going to be that. But our first one is actually going to be something different, and that's going to be ride or park surprises during your most recent trips. Like, what are some like either or a ride or a park that surprised you during your recent trip? You can just go with that. Either of you who want.
First thing that comes to my mind, Carowinds. That's it. That park blew me away, and I only rode 5 coasters there. And
I would say the same with Kentucky Kingdom.
Yeah.
Kentucky Kingdom surprised me.
Storm
A
Chaser
lot.
did for me.
But like Kentucky Kingdom as a park, don't get me. I'll say this: the look of it, it's a very weird park because the look of it is very interesting. But the overall, like everyone there loved their job, except this one girl at Fearfall who hated us. But everyone there loved their job. Everyone was so happy. Everyone I talked to who worked there was just a blast. And they have a great ride collection. Great collection of flats and coasters.
They have
Like,
a good
this
flat
park-
collection, yeah.
Yeah, this park really, really surprised me. For rides, Legend for sure.
Uh-huh.
Lightning Run. blew
Kentucky
me
Flyer.
away. Kentucky Flyer. Thunder Run even.
For you.
Thunder Run surprised me. And like Thunder Run front row was awesome. I rode that thing with Andrew from Coaster Thrills, a great guy. We sat in the front row and we got thrown over this deadly ejector
The
pop.
first hill's
and we were
crazy.
both like, what the heck just happened? It was insane. And then anything yeah, that was really it because I've been to KI a lot. But yeah, that was those rides definitely surprised me.
For me, pretty much what Hunter said, except for Lightning Run and Thunder Run. But for my Apes Gets It thing, I'd say Rougarou. Holy moly!
Yeah,
that thing-
Rougarou's actually like pretty. I know apparently it ran better for you than it did for me. Which
Yes.
is surprising.
It was one of the best BNMs I've ever ridden. And then I think that's it for Cedar Point for like major, like, oh my god, that was crazy. Besides like Gemini, but I already knew that was crazy because I had ridden it. But for KI, Adventure Express, wow, that was cool. Just very unique ride. And Mystic was, that didn't really surprise me per se. And then this is gonna be weird. Steel Dragon at Waldemere. You can ask anyone
The
in our
Mauer
group.
spinner.
Yup, it was the best spinner I've been on. Like I can't think of a better spinner for a layout. And then Carowinds, Intimidator really surprised me. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's so bad." Trims, only one trim hit, and the airtime was like the same amount of airtime you got on Diamondback. So like, I'm
Dang.
fine with that. And then for Dollywood, Fire Chaser, and Dragonflyer, and I want to say Mystery Mine. Yeah, except dude, that's bipolar. Front row, that hurts down there. Back row,
Oh yeah,
you're
but it
golden.
still slaps.
Yeah. So Dragonflyer was intense. Literally,
No.
that's the second most intense ride in the park behind Tennessee Tornado. Like
I
I'd be
literally
curious.
would take Blazing Fury over Dragonflyer.
Blazing Fury surprised me too. Yeah. So if there's, I mean, for any other rides besides coasters, Thunder River at Waldemere, that was an experience. And then Wacky Shack. Do
Oh my
not
God.
watch a POV of that. Please don't.
I haven't watched the POV, but the ride has been mentioned a lot just for whatever reason, and I'm just
It's
like,
weird, man. It is wacky. Blue Blasters at KI surprised me. Apparently, I had no idea. It was an Omni mover, like Haunted Mansion. So I was like, oh, hold up. That's unique. I didn't know. I had no idea. And then, sorry. Biggest surprise for non-coaster rides. Snake River Expedition.
Oh,
Super impressed by Cedar Fair. Super impressed. Everyone in our group was like, we got off and we're like, why was it actually like God tier? Like,
Yeah, that ride looks sick.
it's better than Jungle Cruise, 100%.
I can see
oh
it.
wow.
Much more interactive. The effects, I mean, Jungle Cruise doesn't really have effects per se. So yeah, this ride has better effects. The animatronics aren't as good though, but that's really the only downside. The interactivity and the actors, top tier, like Disney level easily. So yeah, that's really about it for me.
Dang, I hope it stays that way and it's not like just because it's a brand new ride. So
Yeah.
It was supposed to open last year, so they had time to practice, I guess.
True.
And
It
it's
looks
only
like
been
if
open.
Jungle Cruise and Great Movie Ride were together.
That's exactly what I said to Michael when I came off. I'm like, was that Great Movie Ride on a boat? That's literally what it was. It was mixed between Great Movie Ride and Jungle Cruise, and I'm just like, wow, that's great because Great Movie Ride's gone. So that was very refreshing to get on. Is very nice. And there's a pre-show apparently. I had no idea. Like there's
Pre-show?
Yes, there's a pre-show, and I'm like with a screen and a live actor, and I'm like, hold up, okay, Cedar Fair, chill out. You don't gotta pull all your budget into this, dang. So, yeah.
dang, yeah, that ride, like I hadn't heard a single thing about it, but that's exciting. So, yeah, Snake River Expedition. I'll have to check that out next time I'm there.
Yeah, make sure I'm doing that every trip now, easily.
Next, we'll move on to our next thing, and actually, time-wise, maybe I'm trying to think here. I mean, I don't want this to feel too rushed, but we are getting close to 3 hours, so
Nice.
if we go a little over, that's fine. I just don't want to go significantly over.
We'll go fast.
But yeah, so the next thing we have is our countdown or our ranking, which for this episode is going to be top 5 theme park lands or areas that we've experienced. And I didn't explain this prior, but the order we're going to be going in, I did it alphabetically. So me, Christian, Hunter, if that works for you guys, that's going to be the order of this thing. So with that being said, I need to get onto the actual, and the first one is kind of complicated because I need to actually put up a picture of this because I'm going to be completely honest. This one is like, the other 4 are like kind of expected, but this one is actually kind of debatable whether it should be considered like an area or a land, but the website lists it, and you guys are probably never heard of this, so I'll get it up here real quick, and I'll try to explain it a little bit, but it's still gonna be confusing when I get it, so we're gonna try. My number 5 is this thing called the town at Zenses. This is, I know it's like super random. Like probably know this place it's at. It is considered a theme park. It's in Cancun, Mexico. They have these like theme parks that have like they're like more adventure parks, but they have like slides and things, so they're technically theme parks. And just from the picture, what's really weird about this thing is that when you're going up this hill, you're actually going, like when it looks like you're going up, you're actually going down.
Dang.
And because of that, like the buildings and stuff, there's a lot of like weird like illusion type stuff. It's super weird. There's some also walkthrough things like where you enter some rooms and things are like all over the, it's so
That's cool.
weird. It is very bizarre, but, and I don't want to go too much into it just in case like anyone ever goes, which is pretty unlikely, but this thing, if you want to look more into it, there's a few videos and pictures out there. There's actually not a ton though, which I'm a little surprised with. This park is also like photo op the park, like so many photo opportunities just because of all the illusions, so super weird. But the town at Zenses, and the architecture of this stuff is nice, and also it's like I said, super weird. It's my number 5, so weird start, but yeah, that's my number 5. What's yours, Christian?
My number 5 is gonna be Marvel Superhero Island at Islands of Adventure. It's just the ride collection there is very like top tier, easily the best land Universal's done in my opinion, just over Harry Potter, just because the ride collection. Hulk and Spider-Man, 2 of the best rides I've ever ridden, just in general in my life. And then Doctor Doom is really bipolar for a drop tower, and then Stormforce has, next to Gringotts, Universal's best laterals. Which I will not go into why Gringotts has crazy lats. But yeah.
For me, I'll give a quick honorable mention to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Oh wow.
Look, great land. It looks great. Smuggler's Run, I just don't care for, and Rise of the Resistance is great, but like, I don't
Oga's
know.
Canteen. Oh, you never
Okay,
went in there
it's
yet.
just lost its charm for me. I'm gonna be real. Now I know. Here's the thing. I love Rise of the Resistance, but the boarding groups suck.
Yep.
They didn't have boarding groups to be on this list, which is why my number 5 is Area 72, Kings Island.
What?
No, that's
look,
literally Cap. You're doing that to
Not for
piss me
theme.
off.
Not for theming. It's because Flight of Fear I love. I love Flight of Fear. And Orion is one of my all-time favorite coasters. And I just love the area. Like, KI actually tried. And to see KI finally try on theming, I'm sorry. But to see KI actually try was really good. And they did a great job. I love Area 72. So, yeah.
Dang, that is not what I was expecting. I actually made a list of like possible options. That is not what I had on here. So for me to copy and paste into, that is not what I had on here. So that's surprising. But with that being said, my number 4, this is another one that it's a little strange just because it's not at a Disney or Universal park, but it is actually Ghost Town at Knott's Berry Farm.
I'll respect that. Yep.
Now, like, the ride collection is obviously, like, pretty good. I mean, you have Ghost Rider, Pony Express is in there, which isn't even one of the best rides there, but Calico Mine Ride, Timber Mountain Log Ride. You got a lot of great rides there. But beyond that, like, the actual town and, like, recreation of it is actually pretty good. Sometimes they even have, like, actors and people doing stuff, like, in the shops and whatnot, like, kind of to recreate the feeling of the place. And they have, like an old like school and whatnot. I mean I like historical stuff, so it's just something that is like really cool to me, and also the food's good there. So I think as an overall package, it's actually really nice, especially for something that's not like Disney or Universal. So yeah.
My number 4 is Tomorrowland at, I'm gonna combine them and say they can be interchangeable if that's good, at Disneyland and Disney World.
All right.
Easily one of Disney's best lands in general. Disney Worlds has Space Mountain and the People Mover and Buzz Lightyear. Those are literally the top 3 attractions in the park.
Hey, don't forget Carousel of Progress now. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Besides Thunder Mountain, those are the the best rides in the park. And then for Disneyland, I mean, you got Space Mountain. You have Star Tours there. Just why not? Just throw it in there. Like a solid ride. We don't talk about Finding Nemo because that sucks, okay? But like
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah,
Autopia,
it's not good.
Autopia slaps. Buzz Lightyear slaps.
And you got half a Matterhorn.
That's true. And I'm pretty sure I'm missing one other ride. Whatever's there's something always changing in the Interventions building too.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's right now with Launch Bay.
Yeah, that used to actually be really cool before they made it launch. I haven't been since they made it Launch Bay. That actually used to be really cool.
And rocket rods,
Oh, rest in peace.
So that's my number 4.
My number 4 is going. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So my number 4 is going to be Pandora, the World of Avatar. So, rides-wise, it's solid. Navi River Journey is a solid boat ride, but very short. And you can definitely tell where all the money went on that ride. And Flight of Passage is one of the greatest rides ever built. So you can't doubt that. The land overall looks great. Satuli Canteen, one of the best restaurants in all of Disney. And yeah, overall, the area is really great. Easily the best area in Animal Kingdom. But the lines are so long that it's rare I get to experience some of the rides there. So I usually just go in to look around. But for scenery, this is easily one of the best lanes out there. So, yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, I'm super hyped to get out there whenever I can. It looks absolutely phenomenal. So definitely a good number 4 there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I guess I should clarify for my picks for the areas. I had kind of made it where, yes, the ride collection did play a factor, but it also was like, would I actually stay in the land? Because Tomorrowland, like, I kind of mostly go there for the rides and mostly not anything else. So that was just me, but I just wanted to clarify that, just because my number 5 was just out of nowhere. My number 3 is Cars Land at Disney's California Adventure.
Oh, that hurts.
You have it higher, I have to imagine. Yeah. I mean, it is like it's just, I'm almost speechless like talking about it. It's literally a recreation of Radiator Springs. Like how awesome is that? Like that
I can't
is
wait to see this thing
literally like that is amazing. Like
I think it's the only theme park land that's like a full recreation. Like Hogsmeade, no. Cars Land. That's the full recreation.
I mean, you could say Diagon Alley. You could.
No, because like in the
the
movies, there's no Gringotts Bank isn't that close to like Leaky Cauldron. Like I'm saying in like the canon of the films, Cars Land, that is the most accurate I've ever seen.
Yeah, so. The area, it's just like I said, the attention to detail and like everything. It literally feels like you're in Radiator Springs. Like you were just dropped into the franchise and you're there. Literally, it literally feels like it. So there's that. And then of course Radiator Springs Racers is really good. The Mater's Junkyard Jamboree is actually decently fun. I haven't tried the other one yet.
Did you ever do the original Luigi ride, the flying cars?
No, unfortunately I did not.
I did, and it sucked. That's why I got rid of it.
The only thing that kind of holds it back is outside of Radiator Springs Racers. Yeah, there's not really much there. Is good. I actually kind of disagree. It's kind of at Flo's V8 Cafe. I don't even remember what I got, but it wasn't particularly good.
I had the kids French toast in 2013, and I still remember it to this day.
You and kids menu stuff. Oh my gosh.
You know what? I might have ordered from the kids menu too, and that was like in 2018. Yeah, sometimes I actually did that.
Maybe they changed the menu. I don't know.
I didn't get that item specifically, but now that you bring it up, I do remember that. But no, it's incredible. Like these top 3 are like honestly pretty close, but and I could maybe switch them depending like on the day I'm feeling. But for right now, Cars Land is my number 3. Christian, what is yours?
Sunset Boulevard at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
yes, it's great for the rides, but like really,
It's okay. Listen, you're forgetting that it doesn't just have 2 rides, okay? This thing has the best food
no,
in
not
the park.
no.
So-
Lightning
so-
McQueen's Racing Academy is not that good, Christian.
It has the best like food area in the park. Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy is the best animatronic in the park besides Kylo Ren, okay? And then you're forgetting a quality stage show, Beauty and the Beast live on stage, which is reopening like a week or 2 from now. And they have Phantasmic, which I don't really care for, but like it's Phantasmic, you know? So like and then you got like good shops, good restaurants. That's really about it. But like Rockin' and Tower, just I don't even want to go into that. So because they're just everyone knows they're good.
Mhm.
That's a
Whatever.
surprising one. Hunter, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Frontierland at Magic Kingdom.
That's
Uh,
high.
Dang.
So Big Thunder Mountain is great. Gotta love Big Thunder Mountain. I love the area music. Just love listening. Like I could just sit in Frontierland and vibe all day. It's so great. Country Bird Jamboree is an interesting show, but you got Pecos Bills, which is a quality Disney restaurant, and then you got the best ride in all the Magic Kingdom, Splash Mountain. So, especially when they announced Splash Mountain was closing, I was devastated. So 90% of my day when I go to Magic Kingdom now is in Frontierland. I went to Disney for my graduation photo shoot, and they were like, okay, so where do you want to go? You know, we can go down Main Street, we can do the castle. I'm like, I want it in Splash Mountain. I wanted, and they're like, well, that's all we can do. I'm like, that's great, Splash Mountain. I love this ride so much, and I adore Frontierland every way. Like, it's easily the most nostalgic land for me. So definitely not the best as a collection. And Tom Sawyer's Island too. You
Yeah,
can't
I was
sleep
waiting
on
for you
Tom
to bring
Sawyer's
that up.
Island. So overall, great land. I love it.
Did you say Thunder Mountain?
Yeah, he mentioned it. Dang. I guess I can see that. I can see that, but wow. Like some of these are it was ones I wasn't expecting, but no, that's good. My number 2 is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Hollywood. I guess the Hogsmeade there specifically.
Your hippogriff is so nice. I love your hippogriff at Hollywood. Oh my gosh, so good. And for being Journey there slaps. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
If it were the Orlando one, just because you guys have Hagrid's, that would
Yeah.
probably, this being the Hogsmeade there.
Yeah.
It would probably be my number 1 because really, like, Forbidden Journey, the fact that they just don't have another, like, really good second ride is the only reason I actually don't have this at number 1. Because, I mean, I'm not even into Harry Potter, but the area just, it looks phenomenal. It's another one where you feel like you've been dropped into the into the movies, so that's pretty incredible. The food there is
Yeah, the breakfast there is good. That's it.
what is the place called? The
Three
Room
room six. Yeah,
I had a meal there. Honestly, it wasn't all that
it was
amazing.
good. I like it. Yeah. I mean,
It's
not the
fine,
best,
but like
it's solid.
some people say it's really good, and I'm like, not really. But it's solid. They have some shows at ours. Like they have this frog singing thing.
yeah.
Our choir, yeah.
Yeah, the Frog Choir, and of course Forbidden Journey is an incredible ride, and Flight of Hippogriff's all right. But like, and also I did actually do the wand stuff because my brother got a wand, so I was able to do that. That's pretty cool. I like that they actually put some interactive stuff in there. So it's just like a whole package sort of deal. I just wish that ours had another ride that was actually good. But it's my number 2, and it's absolutely amazing.
My number 2 is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Very good overall land. It's got good 2 quality e-ticket rides, and then the food there and shopping experiences there are really good. Shout out to my man Doug from over like a year or two ago. I just remember him. My man Doug came in clutch one day. And then, Oga's Cantina, the cantina there's good. Docking Bay 7, come on.
Best
Hunter,
restaurant.
exactly. Ronto Roasters is basically if you took Chipotle and wrapped it in a giant tortilla, and it's really good.
Yeah.
And then there's like the popcorn stand. There's Blue Milk. Like it's got a lot of small little things, and they all add up into one big. I wish there was more live entertainment on top of the buildings of the land because that was one of the major selling points. And the roaming droids, remember that? Nope, that didn't happen. So
Yeah.
good. I wish Rise was standby. That's my only complaint in the whole land. I just wish Rise was standby.
I agree. And my number 2, agreeing with you, Carrick, Hogsmeade at Universal in Orlando. Forbidden Journey is one of my all-time favorite dark rides out there. Flight of the Hippogriff, it's a solid Vekoma Jr., but really isn't anything special. But Hagrid's one of the greatest roller coasters ever built. And the land looks great. It's always a bit crowded. Also, we can't talk about Hogsmeade without talking about butterbeer, too. Okay, you gotta love butterbeer. But yeah, I love this land. It looks great. I hate it when I have to walk to Velocicoaster because it's
So crowded.
So crowded, especially by Hagrid's, because you're like this to everyone, and you're just like, I want to ride this Intamin, move out of my way right now. But yeah, it's such a great land. I love it. But yeah, I agree with you. Like if Hagrid's was at Hollywood, I would definitely say it's one of the best. So yeah, I could definitely understand that.
Yeah, it's just so great. This is almost a crime. I actually haven't had butterbeer somehow, so I'll get it the next time I go. It's gonna happen.
Change. Yeah.
My brother got it too, so I don't know why I didn't get it.
You gotta get the frozen butterbeer. That's the best one.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I don't know if it'll be my thing, but I'll try it for sure.
Yeah, it's like, I always say, it's like an uncarbonated cream soda slushy with like a butterscotch froth on top. I don't even like butterscotch, but I love it. So like.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like, I don't know, but like even people who like, it seems like everyone loves it, so I'll have to give it a try.
It tastes more like caramel than butterscotch, but yeah, it tastes like cream soda, and it's so good. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to try it. Maybe that'll bump it up to my number 1. But my number 1, and I went in with really low expectations, so I was actually surprised that I actually preferred this over Hogsmeade at Universal Studios Hollywood. And this is, of course, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland. The 2 attractions, Rise of the Resistance. It may not be my favorite dark ride, but it is still absolutely incredible. I just wish I got a rewrite on it. That's just,
we all do. Every day we ride it.
That's my biggest gripe with the entire lane. I agree with you, Christian. And then Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. That was actually surprisingly good. Like when I went, I was not expecting it to be that fun, but it was actually pretty good. So those are 2 pretty good attractions there. The food, they didn't have everything open because I went during like the COVID, like before, like with the really strict capacity and stuff, but they had Ronto Roasters. That was really good. The drinks there, like the Meilu Run juice, was also really good, and the blue and green milk were interesting. The food, I think it's my favorite of these lands. Like just because there's a lot to pick and choose between. I haven't even been in the cantina. That would like push it up, I bet, because that was closed. And like the shops and everything, there's just so many cool things to look at. And even though you're not like in a place like from the movies, it still feels very Star Wars. I do still wish that they did go with something that was in the original trilogy, like a Tatooine or something like that for the area. I still do wish that in a way, but this is still really good, and it surprised me. So Galaxy's Edge is my number 1.
I'm hearing Paris Galaxy's Edge is going to be from the original trilogy now. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're going to completely supposedly ditch the old like the Batu thing. Yep.
That'll be sick.
My number 1 is Cars Land at Disney's California Adventure. It's my life. It's my childhood. It's just good. Okay. Yeah, we already talked about it. It's just so good.
My number 1, Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom. So yeah, it's like I can completely understand what you're saying, Carrick, but yeah, as a ride collection, like, first of all, Tomorrowland looks great. Like, I
Yeah,
just
it
love,
does.
yeah, it looks like it always looks great. Like, I just remember I went to Starbucks, I got a croissant and an iced tea, and I walked into Tomorrowland, like, eating my breakfast as I'm walking into Tomorrowland. I'm like, today's gonna be a good day. You know, like, just that feeling of, like, wow, this is great. You got Carousel of Progress, which is one of the best shows ever made by Disney. Space Mountain, best Disney coaster, and that thing's insane. Buzz Lightyear's always fun. People Mover's always fun. We don't talk about Tomorrowland Speedway, but Tron, especially when Tron comes, that's gonna be amazing. So I just love Tomorrowland in every way, shape, and form. So yeah.
I will say this about Tomorrowland. I was so close to putting it at number 5, but some of the reasons why I would have aren't exactly around anymore. That building, that's now the launch bay. I don't know what it's like as the launch bay here in Disneyland, but it used to be like, it used to have like, show off like technology and stuff, and they actually had one of the most advanced like humanoid robots in there, which I actually got to see in action, which was really cool. That was really awesome to see. And then they had this the Star Wars Jedi Academy when I was really little, like when you could like duel with Darth Vader and Darth Maul.
Yeah.
That was fun, but they don't got that anymore, so yeah. But that's gonna be our top 5 theme park lands and areas, which like, and I that's cool to see your guys' list. They're a lot different than I would have expected, so that's awesome to see. And then the last thing we'll do before the end of stream Q&A, this is going to be the last segment, unpopular opinions. And I guess we can flip around the order. Hunter, you can go first with this one. So,
All right.
yeah.
So from what I've done, I haven't done many, but I have done what people consider the worst RMCs already. So 9 is Joker, but my biggest unpopular opinion is Lightning Rod at Dollywood is the worst RMC I've ridden. So I don't get all the hype over it. Like, everyone's like, some of the best, strongest ejector in the world has the weakest ejector from the RMCs I've done. And the layout's great. It's very powerful, but it is very short as well, and most RMCs are. But I had a much more fun experience, so to say, and crazier experience on rides like Twisted Cyclone and Storm Chaser. So, yeah, Lightning Rod's my least favorite RMC.
Dang. I guess we're going by ride and then general. So,
Yeah.
Christian, what's your ride unpopular opinion?
I said this earlier, but I'm just gonna bring it up because I really can't think of anything. But I think Dragon Flyer is the second most intense ride at Dollywood. So, it pulls the G's, dude. Like, wow, that's really it. So,
and then as for me, my unpopular one, this isn't, honestly, I was like trying to get one that would be like, I really don't, I mean, there's some I have, but I just went with this one because why not? And I don't even know if this is that unpopular, but Indiana Jones Adventure is my favorite ride at the Disneyland Resort over Rise of the Resistance.
I can completely see that.
So that's mine. Some honorable mentions I had was like, my favorite element on Steel Vengeance is actually the Outer Banked Hill, following the double up.
Outer Banked Hill, everybody loves it. I don't get it.
No. The
It's
one
so
after
good.
the one after the double up, not the like huge one.
Oh, okay.
The one
good.
going into the structure. That's my favorite
It's like the little
element.
twisted airtime hill, right?
I can
Yeah,
respect
that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's
one-
actually my
yeah,
favorite
that
one.
one's
No,
sick.
dude, that outer. Okay, I'm gonna say right now, the top hat is the second best element on the ride behind the Outer Bank, in my opinion. The top hat
No,
was
that's one of the
insane.
weakest elements.
It
on
was
the ride.
insane for us. It
No.
was insane. For us, it was Hunter. You're on mute, by the way. It was insane.
Top hat too.
Huh?
Yeah, the top hat.
Yeah.
Did
Okay.
something disconnect?
Nice.
My mic accidentally got unplugged.
Oh,
But, I
okay.
fixed that.
All right.
So, yeah. And
but-
then for general, let me think.
Oh wait, I was gonna go into Indiana Jones
Oh, yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit.
Go ahead.
My thing with it is probably more ride system based, really, than like the actual. Rise of the Resistance is probably like, it is like overall experience just because of how like lengthy it is. But Indiana Jones is it's a ride that I didn't think honestly would exist until I wrote it. Like just the ride being as thrilling as it is and having like the level of theming and like effects it has, it's just insane. So yeah, that's Indiana Jones.
Dude,
but what's your
if you-
general one? Oh wait,
My general.
Christian. Wait,
Oh,
sorry, Christian.
If you like Indy, you're gonna love Dinosaur.
Oh, you're gonna
Yeah.
love it. It won't be as good, but you'll love it.
I don't know how to feel about that one.
It's the same ride. It's the
I
same
know,
layout.
but
Yeah, I know. Oh, I would say okay, general. The first Iron Man is the best Marvel movie.
oh, wow.
What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. First Iron Man is the best Marvel movie.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a huge bombshell right now.
Is it what I
Alright.
think it is?
I don't think I've said this before, and this might be even too far for me.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
But so Star Wars is a great franchise, okay?
Uh-oh.
And I haven't really seen like the old ones in a while, okay, like the 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna rewatch them. But as of right now,
Oh, I think I know what's coming.
the Fast and Furious
Yep.
franchise is a more enjoyable franchise than Star Wars as of right now.
I thought you were saying something like Phantom Menace is really good or something, and you're like, Fast and Furious. Oh my god.
It's
I
more
mean, they go to space
enjoyable.
just as much, so why not? You know.
I mean, dude, who would you rather see in space, Luke Skywalker or
Dom
Roman
Toretto.
and Tej, dude?
True. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
Like, come on.
I haven't
Same.
watched any of those, so I can't
Dude.
argue. I will. Like I don't know how much I'll like it,
They're
but
so
I'll have to watch it.
stupid, I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
know. That's like why I'm like if they're really stupid movies, I
Well,
have
like,
to watch
okay,
it.
you're gonna love. If you don't like that, then you're gonna at least watch the first 3 because those are all about racing and like street racing and stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna love the third one the most. I'm calling it right now, just based off how you're saying how you don't like the stupid stuff. But
I want a movie with that's like really dumb.
yeah, exactly.
That's
It's like
what I
when
want.
you're in the mood, you're like, I just want to laugh, you know, and you just
Yeah.
watch that. Like, how often do you get to see a car act like Tarzan across a cliff, like in the middle of nowhere? Like, I don't know. It's great.
Yeah.
So my general unpopular opinion actually is a little bit in line with Hunter's. It doesn't exactly, it sort of has to do with the MCU, but it more has to do with a Marvel property, I guess. And that is that, I'm not going to say it's the best because it's definitely not, but Spider-Man 3, of the original like Sam Raimi trilogy, is my favorite live action Spider-Man film.
I can respect that.
Is it actually legitimately good? Probably not, but it is just so funny and just so ridiculous. And like the CG is kind of dated, but honestly it kind of helps it. It's just such a ridiculous movie. I love it. So anytime I'm like wanting to watch something really dumb, like Spider-Man 3 is always like a good option. So yeah, I couldn't quite go all Spider-Man movies because I don't know if I'd take it over Spider-Verse, but yeah.
Spider-Verse slaps.
Yeah, so that's gonna be it for our general unpopular opinions, which will lead us into the final Q&A. If anyone has any last questions, so we'll go with that, and that'll wrap up the stream. And do you guys have any last things you want to say before we go into this? Yeah, I guess that's pretty much that.
The universal 10-year plan is still coming, fellas.
Yeah.
It's taken a while.
And not to self-promote, but like I hate when I self-promote, but I just dropped a video on Epic Universe, and I spent a lot of time making it, and I basically just said a lot of things about Epic Universe I really think are gonna happen. So check it out if you haven't yet. I mean, it literally came out just a couple minutes before the stream, so when this is over, I highly recommend you check it out because there's some pretty cool stuff in there. So yeah.
Alrighty. I see we still have like people in here, but the chat's pretty dead. Oh, I think people are now finally going. I wanted to say one last thing actually as well. I like totally forgot until right now. For coaster time, for like the future episodes, in late August will be the 1-year anniversary of these streams. I have a
that's sick.
special episode planned for that. 2 returning guests will be coming for that. So keep an eye out once again for the Instagram where I give you a chance to guess them. But that should be awesome. And hopefully I'll be having another episode also within the next 2 weeks. So there should be another episode and then the 1-year special. So that's great. So I pretty much wanted to say that. And the other thing I wanted to say about it, if I can, I had some notes for this just to like have it up. I can't find it right now for whatever reason. Like basically I just like, because of the 1-year episode coming soon, thank you everyone who's been watching this, whether this has been your first episode or you've been watching since the very first, or even before Coaster Time, you've been watching the channel. Thank you all for watching. And then also thank you to all my guests who I've ever had doing this, especially you two, because this is the second time both of you have been on. So it's awesome to have you guys.
Stream's awesome.
And yeah, so it's awesome to have that. And then the other thing is I actually do appreciate, like, in the comments, not necessarily in the chat, but in the comments, like, if you guys ever have any new ideas or criticisms, like, it's just like I like to hear about these things. So if you think there's something I could get better at, or you have any new ideas that you would like me to incorporate into the stream, let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So let's go into the final questions. Let's see what's come up. What do we think is the best and worst Cedar Fair park? Hunter,
Christian,
you can go first
ahead.
for this. Or yeah, Christian.
I already
you go.
know. I already know it. Just say it quick.
Sucks.
I'll say it for Christian. Best Carowinds, worst KI.
No. Cedar Point.
Okay,
for
good.
me. Also, Canada's Wonderland is underrated, but that's really it.
I would say best Cedar Point, worst, I guess KI. I love knots as a theme and stuff. Or okay, worst right now, knots. But KI and like knots is still really good. Like I think my least will change on this trip. I'll say that. But yeah, knots is still a great park, but definitely isn't the best coaster lineup wise. And Cedar Point. So yeah.
That's fair. My favorite is Cedar Point right now, and technically my least favorite that I've been to, I've only been to Cedar Point, Knott's, and Great America, but there's actually a fourth one I've been to, but I haven't been in a million years. That is Gilroy Gardens, the one and only. So theoretically, Gilroy Gardens is my least favorite out of those 4, but I haven't been in so long, so it doesn't count basically. Great America is my least favorite of the bunch. I may be going to Gilroy Gardens at some point in the near future, as crazy as that seems, so we'll see what happens. I have to get the Morgan credit there, so yeah. Let's see. Pirates of the Caribbean or Splash Mountain? I'm going with Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain.
Although Disneyland's Pirates.
Splash Mountain.
Even
Really?
I
No?
have the Disneyland versions of both, and I would say Splash Mountain.
Alright, but Shanghai Pirates over all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably true.
No, Splash Mountain.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you're gonna be happy with this. I think Splash Mountain's like my number 4 or 5 ride at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
100%.
take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Dude, Indy, Matterhorn, Space Mountain, Rise.
I haven't done Matterhorn,
Smugglers.
so
You're gonna have Runaway Railway. Like,
Okay, Christian, stop
yeah.
talking.
Alright, I'm done.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
No, the problem was that a lot of the effects weren't working when I last wrote it, which I don't know. It's just kind of unfortunate, but that's kind of gonna be how it's gonna be. Let's see. Anything else? Frontier City 2022 prediction.
Nothing.
Yeah, like a park bench or something.
Yeah.
That'd look nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna predict anything. Maybe that rumored Starflyer that's been like removed for like the last 2 or 3 years. I don't know. Like maybe at best. That I have no idea otherwise. Let's see. I'm not answering any questions related to potential guests because I don't want to say anything about that yet. Let's see. We already went into Great Adventure, and then thoughts on Drayton Manor? I honestly don't know that much
Solid
about it.
I mean,
yeah.
they took away G-Force, so but they only have an Intamin stand-up, which is cool, and their water ride looks sick, but that's about it. Everything, that park's just so eh. Oh, their drop tower looks good too. But that's about it.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know that much about the park itself. So I don't know if it's like a nice park or if it's not. So I really don't have much to say on it, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah. Christian, any thoughts?
I know nothing about that park, honestly. Isn't that where G-Force was?
It was there, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I know.
Yeah. Final question, it appears. Do we wish that Kangaroo at Kennywood was back? Absolutely. I think
Yes.
all-
I have it
Kangaroo
on. I
needs to
have
be
it at
back.
Uncle Bernie's, so I'm chilling.
Yeah, you have a
Kangaroo.
weird thing
You
that's
have a
kind of
version,
like
yeah.
it.
Kangaroo should be back, and Lil Phantom is not the best, but it's definitely up there.
Yep, one of the best in the entire world for sure. So with that being said, that's gonna wrap up the stream. So I guess once again, if you guys have any last things to say, you can say it, and I'll pretty much wrap it from there.
Sweet. Christian?
I mean, yeah, just thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having
it was
us.
awesome.
Yeah, it was. You
Yeah.
appreciate it a lot. It's always fun to come on
always
Coaster
good, yeah.
Time.
For sure. And then, yeah, I guess finally, I'll just say, On the Hunt Season 2, Episode 1, August 1st, drop at 5 a.m., so you guys will probably be awake by the time it comes out. So, yeah, there we go. Look at that. Available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Google Podcasts, basically all your podcast streaming services. Check it out. We have some amazing stuff planned. And, yeah, also, What If, August 11th. Don't forget it. So, that's going to be sick. That's about
Alrighty.
it.
It's been awesome having you guys on the stream, and then for you guys watching, thank you for watching. Make sure to check out On the Hunt podcast. I have the all the links in the description for that, along with the channel and socials of Hunter's channel, Theme Park Hunting, and Christian's channel, Theme Park Horizons. So with all that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time here on Coaster Hour. See you guys.
If anyone's still here, hello and goodbye.
Yeah. We'll see you guys.
It still says live.
I know,
I
this
don't
is
know.
live. Are we still live?
I don't know.
Sorry, I messed it up. I pressed the leave studio
I was
button.
gonna say, we were just live for an awkward second.
I'm
What's
like,
up?
I left
I was
accidentally.
like-
That's never happened.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right, that's new. So if this ever becomes a trivia question, keep this in mind.
Yeah, which episode did Carrick randomly disappear?
Yeah, but with that being said, see you guys.